fart maybe,
And
then cut it back out again.
Yep, slightly smaller.
You're going to do an intro and everything, and warn people of spoilers.
I'm sure they're aware of
Check it out. We
spoilers.
got Pandemic Limit.
Well, just make it clear.
Everyone's played it before.
I haven't.
I haven't.
Spoilers, guys. We're unboxing.
Careful, don't watch.
Top
Are we
secret.
live?
Yes,
First,
we
top
are.
secret.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello to all our viewers. Viewer. Have you got one?
We might. I don't have the weapon. I'm just going to move that.
Now, it's
Do we want to read this out?
I suppose so.
It's a
What's
little
it say?
letter to us. Dear Pandemic enthusiasts, we would like to thank you for acquiring Pandemic Legacy Season 1. We hope you'll have as much fun playing it as we had developing it. To better improve your playing experience, we wish to inform you of the following. Top secret dossiers and packages. You should remove the shrink film from the top secret dossiers before Game 1. Do not open any doors or packages until instructed to do so.
So we should open this one.
That's what it says.
Take the shrink wrap off, yeah. Package 8 sticker. The first sticker you will place is the Open Package 8 sticker. Gently place it on the package door in the frame designed for it. This will make it easier to remember what the condition is to open it.
Place on door 8 of the package box. What's door 8?
Regarding the Legacy deck, when playing the game and going through the Legacy deck, pay attention to the number found in the bottom right corner. Make sure that you reveal these cards in numerical order. Once again, we wish to thank you and good luck. This will be a year-long remembered.
Right, so there's
Will
a,
you save humanity? The Pandemic.
What's door 8?
I'm guessing that's
Legacy
door 8.
team.
Is that door? Oh, that looks like door 8, doesn't it?
It does look like door 8.
Here we go.
So put the sticker on to say
Dun, dun, dun.
Open Package 8 sticker. Gently place it on the package door in the frame designed for it.
Here we go. Joel, you're missing.
I assume we're putting it in the right spot since you've done this before.
I'm,
This is door 8?
yes. No. Door 8 is...
We need to open more stuff.
Door 8. See how
Right.
it's got that...
Ah, it's got the spot for it. Yeah,
What's
that
this
makes
one then?
more
Is that
sense.
something different?
Probably.
What do you mean it's got a spot for it?
Oh, see that light?
Yeah, the light
Like
grey.
that?
Yep. So we're going to designate somebody to do all the reading, or
Yeah.
Not me, because I have played part way through it.
Ben's a good
so I
runner.
don't want... I'm not going to spoil it.
okay. Alright, is the normal board this big? I don't remember. It's been a while since I played normal Pandemic.
I sold mine.
Really?
Mm.
Oh, because you had the Legacy anyway.
Yeah, well,
Did you guys have the red one or the blue one?
the blue one.
Yeah,
That's why I
good.
got the red one.
Yeah. That's what I was going to suggest.
Then,
Opened it back. It's the...
Do we have any of these out? Or?
I assume so.
As
We need some sort of
as
rule
someone
books.
reads the
I read this, but that's about it. So, well, give us that. Rule book. Okay.
Give all your list of that because I can set that.
We've all played Pandemic before, haven't we?
Stu
I
hasn't.
haven't.
Have you not played Pandemic before?
You're fucked.
Okay.
I've seen some.
So the recommendation is to play a few games without any of the special legacy rules, but I don't feel like we're going to do that. Just because I thought we were all geared up to play.
Well,
Do not
Legacy?
draw, reveal, look at,
Yeah.
handle.
yeah,
or
the fact that we've only got the one person who,
Hasn't played? Cool.
yeah,
I think we're alright. Like, I'm sure I'll pick it up.
It's
Game 1 of
not-
Pandemic Legacy plays like Pandemic with a few changes explained in the next few pages. So what stays and what gets reset? So writing on the board, putting stickers on the board or on cards, and possibly tearing up or destroying components are permanent changes. In all other ways, the game resets for the start of each game. The pieces on the board, cards in hand, outbreaks, etc. all start fresh. So it's broken into 12 months, starting with January. If your group succeeds in a month, you move on to play the next month. If you fail, you get one more chance to succeed in the current month. Start a new game with the current set of rules and objectives for the month you just lost. If you lose again, you must move on to the next month for your game. We have a legacy deck, so it contains cards that will describe what happens over the course of the game's 12 months. It is arranged in a specific order. Do not look through or shuffle these cards. At the start of a game, draw the cards and read them one at a time until you get to a card that says stop on the back. This card will tell you when to continue drawing from the deck, which might be mid-game, at the end of the game, or at the start of the next month. Legacy deck is a one-way trip. Even if you repeat a month, you do not put legacy cards back. The tray was designed with 2 spaces for used legacy cards, one for the used cards, the other for the cards that will be used in future games. If the legacy deck becomes scattered, have someone who is not playing the game put the cards back in order using the numbers in the corner of each card.
Is this bad boy going?
Cool. So, in other words, never look at the legacy deck until we're ready to look at it.
Is that this one? It says stop.
That's the one that says stop. Yep. So each time we play, well, each time we start a new month, we'll start reading from that and start reading the cards one by one until we hit another one that says stop, and that'll tell us when we can continue reading the cards. And it might be mid-game or end-game.
That should be enough space here.
Yeah, I reckon.
What is the box?
5 dossiers contain the stickers that will go into the game. As you go through the legacy deck, you'll come across cards that have dossier numbers or letters on them. When you do, open up and tear off using the pre-cut corner. The dossier doors matching the numbers or letters on the card, one at a time, resolving each one before opening the next. Some of these dossier doors will contain one-time stickers, others will create a card that will be used from time to time in future games. Jeez.
Maybe. Which exercises?
Oh, that's actually good because most scientists
Um,
fields. So.
Yellow boxes will instruct you to open specific packages. We've already placed the sticker, cool. So, do we want to read the overview?
Yeah.
We would like you to read it.
Read it all.
Yes, you would.
But we mean you.
Cool.
You putting them down there?
Well, I haven't told him to yet.
Oh,
Well, what is that?
okay. I mean, so.
That's
Please go down there.
Page away. My bad.
Did I go there?
From that comment, it sounds like it, so yes, do it.
My bad.
At the beginning of each game, you'll have an objective or objectives you need to complete in order to win. The number of objectives needed to win in a month is shown on the board for that month. So I assume it's up here.
guessing that's what
If
this
an
is
objective is marked as mandatory, it must be completed in order to win. If you do not need to decide which other objectives you are trying to accomplish at the beginning of any game. You may wait and see how the game unfolds.
Pink?
Oh, brown.
Poo?
Oh, I want food.
Just right?
Just shuffle them up and deal them out.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
There's
whatever.
no good colours.
Okay. Shuffle them all up. There should be more because we've
And
got
that
5 characters.
There's only 4 people, so I
And
assume
that one.
maybe you can lose one. Maybe.
No, but I mean,
Okay.
we should have 5 to.
Brown.
We should shuffle up 5.
Oh,
These are just the action cards.
yeah, it's just to tell you what your actions
Oh.
can be.
Okay.
Do they change through the game? You're not going to tell us they are. Bastard.
Right.
Cool. Some objectives will remain in play until the group completes them. Others will expire at the end of a month. As the year unfolds, new objectives will be introduced. Funding. At the beginning of each game, you will add funding event cards of the group's choice to the player deck equal to your funding level. Your funding level is 4 at the beginning of the first game in January, but will go upward and down from game to game. The minimum funding is 0 and maximum is 10.
We'll take 10.
Okay. Game calendar. Use the game calendar to record your progress, wins and losses, players involved, and your current funding level. Game calendar can be found on the back cover of this rulebook. So there is our game calendar.
Woohoo.
So we're going to use this to record who played, whether we won or lost, and what our funding level is.
Okie dokie.
I assume that early late means fail, or like first attempt is early, and then if you fail, your late is the
Where's those big
second
ones?
attempt.
Yeah, no. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Wilson's having home
If
problem.
you
Yeah,
lose
'cause
your
you only-
first half, play the second half. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
'cause
increase
you
your
only
funding
get
by
two.
2. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Reminder token. The token is used occasionally during games to remind players to remember something. That's kind of handy. That's
Is it
cool.
this one?
The pink one.
That's purple.
That's cool. I wish more games would do that because there's so many times you forget stuff out on board.
Chaz and I played Fog of Love.
Yep.
And it gives you a tutorial.
Yep.
But
It's pretty cool.
play until you reveal this card.
Yeah.
And it was
then
just
tell you what.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's
That's
I mean,
pretty
it was slow because we had to read every card.
Yeah.
But we know now how to play that game
pretty
without having to watch a video
Yeah.
or
Read the rulebook.
yeah, it was just spot on.
Okay, so we have regions on the game board. Board is broken into 6 regions, each roughly equivalent to a continent. These will come into play later.
It says lines.
So, yeah.
What's a continent?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Australia.
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 What about Antarctica? Is that?
It's part of Australia.
Objectives section. In one corner of the board is a section where objectives are placed. January will start with one objective. Other objectives will be added and removed in future months. I assume it's, that area there.
That's objectives.
Disease tracking area. Use this area of the board to apply changes to any of the 4 diseases.
That's it.
Yep.
No, that's if you can.
Yeah. It sounds like, well, it's apply changes to any of the diseases. So I
No,
assume there's things that.
Those things that are
Ah,
killed. So
right.
I was just going to
Can we start with all these, eh?
It will modify us
Yeah.
to how they behave.
Panic level. So cities are panicking as these diseases take hold. Whenever an outbreak occurs in a city, its panic level will go up by 1. The first time a city panics, place the level 1 sticker, unstable, in the panic level sticker box near the city.
That.
No.
This one?
Oh, there's a picture there. Right. So it's the little square box. Yeah. So the level 1 is this sticker here. I assume there's a sticker chart somewhere.
There
The
is.
stickers.
Yeah.
You are sticker man.
So there's level 1.
Sticky man.
Yeah. Then there's a 2 and a 3 with yellow. Right.
3, no, it's 5.
Collapsing city.
After that,
Yeah.
place the next number sticker over the previous one.
Oh,
The effects of panics are shown below. Do we want to read those now?
Oh, they're here on the board anyway, so it's pretty
Cool. So we're fine. Characters. Each player has a specific character with special abilities to improve the team's chances. Each player begins game 1 by creating a character. To create a character, we select a character card. Each one has different special abilities, and give your character a name. Now, it looks like there's a rule sticker that will go here, so we'll leave that for now. These characters will carry through from game to game, and they may become lost. See below. You do not have to play the same character in every game. Okay. So to create one, we're just picking a dude and getting a name,
You put
putting a
things on?
name on it. I assume we're writing a name on it. Doesn't say to use a sticker or anything, so
No.
just write a name.
Yeah, right.
Oh, up the
Cool.
top. Yeah, it says character name.
Scars. Characters can be mentally or physically damaged over the course of a play. When this happens, choose an available scar and add it to your character's card. Characters are scarred when they are in a city that outbreaks and may be scarred in other ways that will be noted in future rules. Whenever you must place a scar on a character that has no room for it, that character becomes lost.
No, but I like my character.
She's a general.
Yeah, if you have to put a scar on your character and it has no more slots, or if your character is in a city when it falls, the character is lost. When your character is lost, destroy, rip up your character card. If it cannot be played in this or in future games, discard all cards you have. Take a civilian card matching your pawn. Place your pawn in the city with a research station. If there were no research stations, place it in Atlanta. If your character is lost during your turn, continue your turn, keeping any remaining actions you have.
Is that Ben?
Ooh.
Luminous?
I have no idea. I don't
What's
think
anybody
so.
saying so?
Hi, strangers.
Greetings,
Is that you?
strangers.
No.
No,
I'm guessing that might be Ben.
we need a view of the room. Who's in there? How many people are in there and stuff.
I said hi.
Is that the same person?
Good evening. Two guys are wild and well, we're reading the rules.
Reading the rules.
Jeez.
Give us a break.
And they're talking about cactuses.
That must be pretty quick though.
No.
That was a pretty quick response. I
Cacti.
assume the chat must be coming up fairly quickly then.
Rules.
Better.
Continue.
Rules, yes. Okay, so there's a section for each character.
Oh, I just noticed that.
The board,
Yeah, that's
the
good.
box.
I
Yep.
like it.
I need to remember which way I need to go. I'm going to go this way. Yeah, cool. So there's a section here we can go to for character reference. We'll leave that for now. That's really unsettling knowing that I'm on a big screen there. Like, it's alright when it's tiny and I can't see it,
Ah.
but
There's 3 more characters that are coming
it's a
up.
big screen.
Tiny epic streaming.
Yes,
Hey, what's this?
trademark.
Oh,
Now.
he was complaining that he.
Have we worked out who this is?
I assume it's Ben.
Who's Ben?
Hunt.
Not Ben.
Hunt?
Oh, not Ben.
Alright, so we have set up. You may notice that some steps are missing. They will be added later. So we read the mission briefing. When playing a month for the first time, draw cards off the top of the legacy deck until you reach one that says stop. Read the mission briefing and integrate new cards, if any, to the game.
Stop. Draw this card for
Time.
Ooh, we're getting close.
just before you set up your first game.
Yep.
You do it?
I'll keep doing the rest of the setup, I suppose, while we're opening that. So we set out the board and pieces. Put all structures. Initially, you'll only have research stations. Nearby, separate the cubes by colour into 4 supply piles. Place a research station in each city with a starting research station sticker. You begin the game with one in Atlanta. In future games, there may be other pieces you place.
Stop.
All right.
So draw it and read the other side before doing. Oh, you read that side.
Okay. So So draw this card. Read the other side just before you set up your first game. So we're in January. Mission briefing. You know the drill. We've got 4 viruses. Yeah, I know. They're not even listening.
Yeah.
I know.
Especially this clown. He hasn't
Yeah.
even played a pandemic
And
before.
here's the start of our story. Like,
Oh, read it.
maybe my voice wasn't different enough from the
No,
rules.
it
I
is
don't know.
Read it out, read it
Keep
out.
on.
Yeah, you need to get into character.
Alright, you know the drill. We've got 4 viruses causing us problems. They seem to be mutating faster than usual. We have someone looking into that. For now, keep it under control as one of them may grow beyond our capabilities.
Okay.
Cool. And does the next one have a stop on it, or?
No, it says keep
Cool.
drawing.
Alright. Your objective is on the other side of this card. Place it in the objectives area of the board. Objective: discover cures to the 4 diseases. Cool? So
Yep.
we have an objective. And I assume the next one says stop.
Stop. Do not draw any more cards. Put the reminder token on the 3rd space of the infection rate track.
Cool. So 3rd space.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. So that one.
That's 4.
We start on the 1st.
Well, we're going to need more. Yeah, we can put it here. We're going to need.
That says on the 3rd space.
Wow. Because technically we haven't put this bit on there yet, have we?
No, that's a reminder. Which one's a reminder?
No, we haven't.
You've got the
yeah,
reminder.
the pink one is a reminder. So we haven't
Oh, the
actually put that
reminder
on there
on the
yet.
third.
So yes, the 3rd space.
Yes.
Cool. Right. Now we'll go through and read all of these because what does the rest of that say with the reminder? Putting the reminder there.
Top down the view.
Do not draw any more cards. Put the reminder token on the 3rd space of the infection rate track. Draw this card as soon as the 2nd epidemic card has been completely
Have a trio.
resolved.
Yeah. So first epidemic card move us there. Second one would put us there.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Or at the end of the game, if you win or lose, before
Cool.
you draw the second one.
So we need our structures out. So we've got our research stations, which are our white houses. I assume that's these.
They look like
Yep.
structures.
And we need to put one on Atlanta. So we put them wherever we've got a sticker that shows a research station.
Oh yeah.
So at
Do
the
we put it
moment,
on
that
the
is
box?
Oh no,
Atlanta.
that's where that other thing is.
That'll do there. Cool.
What are these doing?
I'm assuming they're waiting for setup.
Choice.
Place outbreaks, cure markers, and objectives. Place the outbreaks marker on the 0 space of the outbreaks track. Yep. Place the 4 cure markers file side up at the bottom of the disease tracking area. So that is down here. Place all current objectives in the objectives area. We have done that. Select funded events, add them to the deck, and deal out player cards.
So we get 4, yeah?
Yep. As a group, decide which funded events cards are going to into the player deck. The player deck can have as many funded as you have funding level. So we're 4. Shuffle these event cards and city cards together and
Shuffle
deal
them
cards
first.
to the players
What are we doing with those ones?
to form their initial hands.
We need to pick 4 of those cards.
In Pandemic Legacy, players keep their hands face up at all times. Cool. So we need to. Oh, that's the funding cards.
Yeah.
That we're picking from. Cool. So we need to pick 4 of them. Love the theming. You know, they're almost identical to the Cure in like the look of them.
Very similar to Pandemic
Hmm.
as well.
Yeah. Funny that.
Yeah, you'd know.
Right.
Play it.
Yeah.
No one offered to
Right.
have a game with me before.
So we have remove 2
You
disease
played
cubes
Catan. That's pretty good.
from the board.
You should
buy
be
it.
keen. That's so many games. You should
I
be-
know, I should really.
Inside joke. Sorry. The current player takes 2 extra actions this turn. So the first one was remove 2 disease cubes from the board.
Could be handy. That's a
Mhm.
tentative.
Discard 1 to 3 city cards from your hand. The current player takes 1 additional action for every card you discard.
Maybe.
Up to
Tentative.
3 extra.
Put that up this end.
Yeah. Add 1 research station to any city. No city card needed. You may not use this on rioting, collapsing, or fallen cities. Again, that sounds like it could be
Handy.
handy-ish. Draw, look at, and rearrange the top 6 cards of the infection deck. Put them back on top. That feels like it needs to go. Yeah. That can always be quite powerful, being able to know where things are coming. Remove any 1 card in the infection discard pile from the game. You may place this between the infect and intensity steps of an epidemic.
That could be handy.
Yeah.
That one is good.
Like if you have, because you have to put them on back on. So
I assume that's only for this game. It doesn't remove it for the later games and stuff.
No, it removes it from
The current game.
From
Yeah.
the current, the current round.
I think
But that one's good for when you've got an outbreak
Yeah.
and you've got
And you got stacked up.
yes 3 cards left, and it's like
Well, the good thing is you can use that and then go and fix other cities instead.
yeah.
If not,
I think that one needs to be maybe
Yep.
I
like
like that.
I
yeah.
forgot that. Yeah. So skip the next infect cities step. Do not flip over any infection cards.
that one. That is good.
Yep.
And that one
Feel the
probably
same.
needs to go maybe even
In
before
between.
that one.
Yep. And the last one we have move any 1 pawn to any city. This can include rioting, collapsing, and fallen cities. Get permission before moving another player's pawn. So we
Just
have
so you know, I don't give anyone permission to move mine, so
Yeah.
that card's probably not.
cool. So it won't work. Right.
That could be handy though. But
And the 2 extra turns for somebody.
It's all in Pandemic. It's always like, oh, if we just had 2 more turns.
It is.
it is totally.
But those 4.
I reckon.
I mean, look, we could lose.
Any combination of them is going to be good.
If we lose this, we
Yeah.
get more funding, so
Oh,
we could
get
put them all
another
in.
2.
Done.
Yeah, we
Four.
get another 2 funding.
So, I mean, well, we just write down that we lost it and move on to.
We lost the last.
so we're going with remove
Let's
2
let Stu learn the
disease.
game first, so that we have another shot, just in case we do really lose
So-
the first game.
We're not keeping them.
No.
Remove 2
So there's
disease
a sort of-
cubes. Draw, look at and rearrange the top 6 cards of the infection deck and put them back on top. Skip the next infect city step. Remove any one card in the infection discard pile from the game.
Cool. So we shuffle those into the city cards, and then we give each player gets 2 cards each,
The brother up.
and we keep those face up at all times. Cool. So that was the player cards. Prepare the player deck. Divide the remaining player cards into 5 piles, face down, as equal in size as you can. Shuffle 1 epidemic card into each pile, face down. Stack these piles to form the player deck, placing the smaller piles at the bottom. So that's fairly standard pandemic.
Oh, sorry, that's what happens in a normal
Game of Pandemic, yeah.
Cool.
Select characters and starting location. Have each player select a character and player colour. Give them the corresponding reference card and pawn. Place their pawns at any one research station. Players will start their first game in Atlanta. All the characters must start together. Place any remaining character cards and pawns back in the box. If there are no research stations, players start in the ruins of Atlanta.
Ruins.
Cool.
These are my cards.
Shit. Cool. Alright.
Are we playing close or open-handed? For this?
It's open.
open.
Yeah. It actually
Oh,
says in Legacy people, players keep their hands
Because
faced
in
up
for a
at all
pandemic,
times.
yeah, it's you can choose.
Yep.
Or
Yeah, oh, this is you have to at all times.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Look at those suckers.
Taste my ham and cheese, people.
Nice. Alright, so place infection rate marker and infect 9 cities. So place the infection rate marker on the leftmost 2 space of the infection rate track, green one. Put 3 disease cubes of the matching colour on each of these cities. Oh, hang on,
Which cities?
I skipped a step.
Yeah.
It's because it ended.
Aren't we supposed to pick
sentence and
characters
kept
first?
going. Yes. Well, we can do that. Yep.
So what do we do?
I think it was a shuffle randomly, but you can choose if you like.
Is anybody's birthday the same as this? Is anybody's birthday?
Oh, that'd be
January
cool.
Have each player select a character. Sorry, yeah. So it doesn't say.
January
random.
5th, October 5th.
Well, I'm in February, so give me February.
Or Feb.
What?
Cool. Okay, you get January.
This is
Oh,
Feb
it's
28.
I'm 22nd.
That's what pretty close.
What are you?
4 Feb.
Yeah, you get January.
You get a Jan.
What else?
November 3rd, May 23rd, or October.
I'm April, so May's probably closest. Where are you?
On March. April.
Ooh, I can have
May.
2 relationships. Like the deck stacked with ladies.
Well, you March, so you're pretty close to that as well. So if you take the
Rock,
May and
paper,
I'll take
scissors.
the next one,
October.
well, that'll be
I
like
think you just rock
in
paper,
sequence of.
Well, I can see what they are. So let's do the rock paper scissors for May.
Righto.
Okay, good action, you two.
Right.
May. You get October.
Cool. Dispatcher.
And we need a pen.
Yeah, mine did look
Pen.
pretty cool. Just saying. And
Um,
he's at your desk.
I'm pink.
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 What colour?
Oh, we're all starting here anyway.
I'm
how do you
here.
tell what colour?
Where did you tell your colour?
The background.
No,
White.
the background's
Something's
the
white.
same
You're
colour.
brown.
I
Oh,
reckon
what?
I'm around. I know, medic. What colour's medic?
Give me right.
What colours are there? Why are there only 3 pawns out there? There's
I was
4.
going to say, where are you
Where's
getting
the
the
other
colour
one?
from?
Where's the other pawn?
Oh, it's right in front of you.
No.
Where are you getting the colour
Scientist
from?
is white.
Oh, I was just. Well, I didn't realise the background was the same. Oh, it doesn't matter.
It's not the same. No, it's white. You're pink. No, you're brown. No, I don't know.
I reckon that's a
They can't be because there's 5
purpley
cards.
colour.
So
Let's go blue. What colour is
There you
that?
go.
What's that one?
I'll just.
Oh, you're...
we're just whatever we are now.
Whatever.
I'm happy with what it is.
I'll take
Give
it.
them the corresponding reference card and pawn.
Reference card. What's this?
No, that's the
okay.
reference card.
Yeah, so as long as... Okay, so I think it's as long as you match this freaking card, the reference card,
Yeah.
and the coloured pawn on that.
Oh,
It doesn't
Oh,
matter
yes.
what your role is.
Oh, hang on, he's
It's off of this.
no, he's,
what are these?
no, it's not. It's off the.
Yeah,
oh,
if
they're
you die.
civilians.
The civilians.
if you die, you get one of them.
Oh, right.
Something.
So, are we naming our people?
Yeah, but you got the pen.
Oh,
I can
no,
only
you
find
want
one
first.
pen.
Okay. She looks like. Oh, scientist. You need only 4 cards of the same colour to discover a cure. Her name is.
What about the chat? There's probably only one person.
Her name is.
Throw a name
In
out there
chat,
for
throw
him and
throw
a
some names out.
Oh no, I've got my own.
You've got a name?
Yep.
Not mine.
Josephine.
No, it
It's
is.
actually pretty good. It's Josephine.
I don't think we need this anymore.
I'm gonna call mine Jolene.
Yeah, Jolene.
Yeah, no,
Mine is Fred.
I was going to say
Winner.
Bernadette, but another girl, so.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We'll call it Benedict.
I don't know.
No boobs.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit sexist.
Look at your name.
What are you?
I'm trying to think.
Oh, jeez. Oh, there you go. You know your name already.
Did you do a last name?
No.
Oh. Amateur hour over there.
Mm.
Do we need the last name?
Speed.
My guy looks like an all-American. hero.
Dispatcher.
He's definitely a Chad.
Speed, isn't it?
Chad Chaddington.
Yep.
Chad Chaddington.
Yes. Fred Wiener.
Ted.
Fred Weiner.
Does it look like a Ted?
Sure. This pen is
Ted.
horrible.
Ted the
No, he looks-
dispatcher.
He looks Asian.
I'm looking for another pen.
I think Teddy.
John.
John.
John. Just Jon. John.
John.
John. Oh my god. Really?
Fred.
Definitely Chad.
Chad Chaddington.
Nice. Fred Winner better not die.
Fred Weiner.
Fred Wheeler. Oh dear. That's good. That's good. Alright.
6 seconds.
How many are you going to buy?
Until I don't win them. No, I'm only going to buy 2.
Yeah, just go John.
You do this with your Bitcoin.
John? You went John?
Bitcoin.
In the red.
Yeah,
John.
crashed, the market crashed like 50% on it.
Oh,
But it went up.
I went with Joel.
It went up 40% today. So over the last week,
The 10 is horrible.
went up about 40% today.
Alright.
But of course,
So we've done our characters. So
you
shuffle
lose
the.
50%, you've then got to make 100% to make it back. So it's 40%
Alright.
actually.
So we haven't done the infection deck at all, have we? Or is that the one that?
Joline. Joline.
Jolie.
Joline.
5 confirmed.
Right, 3.
Oh, 3.
Oh, that
This
was
is
the-
Peter.
3, yeah?
That's good.
Yes, 3 of them. Put 3 disease cubes of the matching colour on the
3,
first
4.
3 cities.
3.
Caro on black.
3
Black on
for
Caro, I should say.
Baghdad.
What is it colour? Black?
Baghdad, yep, black again.
Where's Baghdad?
And
3
3
for Khartoum.
out here.
Jesus.
Flip over 3 more cards, put 2 on each.
Jakarta.
Maybe go red.
Somewhere?
Probably under the cards, maybe.
Yes. Taipei.
Red? Yellow.
Yes, red. Oh, you haven't played this before, sorry. Oh my god, Ben.
Don't know.
I can't
No, it's Sydney. There it is. And Kinkasha.
And what?
Is that even a place?
Kinshasa?
Kinshasa, yeah, maybe.
And
And another 3 with 1 on each.
Johannesburg.
J. Burke.
Lima. King Kong.
Hong Kong.
J. Burke. It's in South America.
And
South
what?
America, so
King Kong?
Oh,
Hong
Yeah.
Kong.
Have you?
honkers.
One over there.
So
Right.
red is Asia.
So those have now gone
Black
face
is the
up
rich
in the,
Middle East.
in the
Yellow is
discard
American. The
piles.
Yes.
Blues.
What
Um,
Americas?
America.
there's a couple of rule stickers we haven't got. Oh, we skipped order. Right. Okay. Oh, it goes 1, 2, 3, and then 4's over here. Then 5, 6, 7.
The number's pretty big, that lot.
Yeah, but I just went down here.
Ah, yeah.
So we've
you didn't
already
really
done
read it
those.
all, did you?
No. You want me to read it first before I read it out to everybody?
That's fine.
Yeah.
I thought you would have.
Okay.
I thought you
Cool.
would have.
I will start doing that. Right. Okay. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, all you got to look at is these numbers here.
No, that's all you want me to read. Okay.
Yeah, look at the
Cool.
number
Right.
and then
Okay.
read.
Cool. So use game winning bonus. Winning a month will result in getting a bonus for the next month played. The group should use that bonus now. You won't have one for the first game. And we begin play. Take all pawns and blindly select one. That player goes first and play proceeds clockwise. So we have a little summary of the play just for the players at the table who have not played before.
Oh my god, what colour are you?
Uh,
Please be white. Please
The
don't be
summary's here.
white.
Do 4 actions.
How about we
draw
just take
2
out
cards.
one first?
Yeah.
Ah!
So he's gone last.
We just lost
Next
the
last.
whole game.
Alright. So each turn you're going to do into 3 steps, which should be on your summary card. No, it's not. Right.
What?
You're going to do
It's
4.
here.
It's right.
Oh, down here, right. So you're going to do
Just, I can do 5 actions. What's your special?
cool. Move another player's pawn as if it were yours. As an action, move any pawn to a city with another pawn and get permission first. So I can move any other player's pawns as if it was my own, and I can move a pawn to another city with someone else in it. So I
Okay.
move people to other people.
You're a logistics kind of guy.
What's your thing?
Dispatcher.
Logistics kind of guy.
Oh yeah, cards.
Um,
Taipei and Algiers.
I can remove all cubes of one colour when doing the treat disease action, so basically I just rock up and save the day. I can automatically remove cubes of cured diseases from the city I'm in and prevent them from being placed there, which is really good because as I move through cities, I automatically cure them as I land in them, if that makes sense, once they're cured. But
Yeah,
we'll get
and
to
as an
curing
action, you
as we go.
can.
And as an action, I can cure them all before it's cured, so
Yeah.
rather than doing one by ones. It's Chad Chaddington is a useful...
Chat chatting.
So,
No.
well, I only need 4 cards of the same colour. Is that these cards?
Did you see the arrow, right? It's pointing to that spot and telling us to put the cure markers there.
But
When
no-
it's
no more
cured,
pandemic.
When it's cured, it goes there.
And then when it's
eradicated, it goes there.
Right, Chad Chaddington's got this.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Chad. Chad Chaddington.
Yeah, okay, cool. It just points to that spot. That's
It's
just
gonna
why I
clock
thought it
relationships.
needs to go there.
Where's the generals?
And that's the tracking
Ah,
area,
yeah,
not the
but
area
those
for
cards
the
are there and it
cubes.
points to that there.
Yeah,
They're already
the cards
there.
are placed there.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's just saying, hey.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, let's get it on.
Alright, so you're going to do 4 actions.
So that's Ben. K. K.
Yeah.
That must have been someone else.
So each turn you're going to play 4 actions. You're then going to draw 2 cards, resolve any epidemics, and discard down to 7 cards.
What's this?
We'll talk you
Supposed to
through
be
it.
there.
Yes.
it fell off.
These are the actions you can do.
And then you're going to infect cities.
We'll just talk him through his first thing. That's
Yeah,
the way-
we'll
step by step.
we'll try alpha game him. You know what, Stu?
Just do this and that. Yeah, okay.
Now,
Probably best if you watch on the
Quicker.
couch.
so the 4 cards, is that these cards? 4 cards of the same colour. It's my special thing. 4
Yeah,
cards of the same
So
colour.
I feel like I probably should be
So what
reading
we can
this.
do
Mouse needs five.
is
I feel like I should read this paragraph just to
for Stu. Yeah, okay.
yeah, well, for all of us.
Yeah.
So players should freely give each other advice. Let everyone offer opinions and ideas. However, the player whose turn it is
Can tell people to
decides
go
what to
fuck
do.
themselves.
I really like that shirt you're wearing,
Yes.
Joe.
Go fuck yourself.
Yes.
Is that? No, I thought that was popped.
Collar.
So, I should give you this as one action.
Don't have to be in the same.
City?
No, don't have to be in the city of the name of the place you're giving. Isn't that
Eventually, give me that.
Yeah, unless you've got an ability. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you got
in
who's got an ability?
to with
that can take cards? Has anyone got an ability to take
I
I
cards?
don't
thought it was
think so.
researcher, but maybe they've changed in Legacy.
Yeah, it's probably the one that wasn't used or something.
Give a card that matches the city. Yeah.
So your card tells you what all the actions are.
Yep.
So you've essentially got in
So I can move.
moving.
I can discard a city card to go there.
Yep, so that's flying.
I can directly move. What?
So you can essentially discard a card of a city you want to fly
Five
to,
action.
Ah,
or if you're in a city that you have a card for, you
Yeah.
can discard the card to fly anywhere else.
I'm
okay.
just going to hog all the turns.
And
That's true.
shuttle
What
move
was the
from a
last
city with a research station to another one with a research
So look,
Yep.
look. One of the things you could do, although
So then I'll just move.
Yeah, so the other side.
Oh.
So you can build a structure by, again, discarding a card on the city you're on and put a building there.
you've got to have that card though.
You can, treat a disease. So you
Remove
remove
one
one
disease.
disease cube from the city you're in. If the colour's cured, you remove all of them. You can share knowledge. So either give a card that matches the city you're in to another player, or take a card from another player. The other player must also be in the city with you.
So has anyone got a... Well, it's blue anyway.
So we're in Atlanta. Yep. Or you can try and discover a cure, which at any research station you can discard 5 cards, but for you it's only 4, to cure that disease. So essentially trying to collect the same set of
Yeah. So-
colours.
Can I just put a general thing here? You cure diseases.
Yep.
You've currently got 2 red cards, which is
So
halfway
there's 2
there.
more.
There's 2 more there. In order to get those other red cards, you've got to be in Asia. So your first move, you should probably get yourself to Asia.
Oh, yeah. And
You could, in 4 moves, potentially get to Taipei, which is one of the cards being held, and there's 2 cubes there, but you haven't got any actions to get rid of them.
Now I can move people around as well.
Yeah.
So on my turn I can move other people around to try and get those cards to Stu.
Yeah, so you could help, say, move Joel on your move as well.
Okay, so I've got 4 moves.
Yep.
And how do I get there in 4 moves?
So you can
Is
go
there anything
1
that
to
you
here,
want?
2, and then
Actions
across
to base
Sydney.
game that I need to
Right.
move.
I like a
Pick
Sydney
up first
three.
then.
We want that one.
Cool.
What's that one?
So
Oh,
I
Manila.
don't need to go
1,
through all of
2,
this
across to Manila, 3, and then 4 Taipei.
Okay.
That's probably not a bad.
Or just hang out here.
Because then
Then you
other
can't
people
receive
can
the-
give me...
If you, oh, you've got Manila.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, there
Well,
is.
Oh, yeah, Miller,
one of the 2.
Well, yeah. Well, Joel's next, so then he can go there and then
But
go
you'd have
and
an
do
extra.
something else.
You'd have an extra move up your sleeve. Would be the only thing stopping Manila, I suppose.
Oh,
Well, yeah, true. Unless you went.
And
Unless you went a different way. Like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but then you've got 5, so that probably gives you the luxury of being able to move. Thingy, Hockey, what's it?
yeah, okay.
By the way, I've got resume population as my card, which I didn't introduce earlier. Remove 1 card in the infected discard pile from the game. You may play this between the infect and intensify steps of an epidemic.
Mm.
So that's a hodl, if ever I
Yeah. That's a.
hodl.
Like,
Yeah, when shit's getting.
if we draw an epidemic card, and then it's like.
Then I'm like, "Ah."
oh, yeah, we get one of them come out.
Yeah, it's a get out of jail free.
Alright, well, I'm going to go
2
1,
times.
2...
Well, our mate has got type A.
3, 4. Yeah.
No, just 3, I reckon.
Then what's your.
But then, do I have to use 4 moves? Actions? Like,
Well, there's no reason not to.
well, if I go to there, then Joel can go to there and he's still got...
Which
another
way are we
move to
going?
give
Are we
me the
going-
card.
Clockwise?
Hmm.
Oh, if we're going clockwise, then yeah, you should do that.
Because otherwise, if I go there, then...
There's
then
nowhere you can
Or
go.
you can go.
in
You can go
between
1,
there.
2, 3, 4. That's fine.
No.
You just went the long way.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, so go there, and then that way I can come past, drop this off. Then on Ben's turn,
He can move.
I
He can
move
get to
you
there.
Then you can do.
Oh,
use
And
it
then
for-
I can move up there and take it off him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, can
Yep. And then try the
I? And then try to cure it.
You'll
yeah.
need a
do the
research
cure, yeah.
station.
So there's our first.
You'll need a research
rounds.
station over there to.
oh, he
yes,
can just
you
punch
will.
back over there, though.
Yeah, you could just move over here, or I could move him over there so that
Give a
his third
card
turn
or
he
take
can
it.
cure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Yep, I'm
Yeah,
done.
you can move him
So we
to
can-
Alright. Jolly, yolly, yolly, yolly.
a pass.
Oh no, we've got to. We've got to draw 2 cards.
Yeah,
Yep.
go draw
So
two
you have
cards.
to draw 2 cards
So
off the
that's your
top.
4 actions. 2 cards off the top.
Yep.
So show what they are first.
Epidemic.
Tehran and Madrid.
How many
Cool.
cards can you hold? Is it 5?
7.
7. Okay.
So they're mine now.
Yep. You just lay them out there.
That's yep.
Yep.
And then we're turning over this
Then we-
deck here.
So we're infecting cities now.
And we do.
Do it.
We turn over 2 cards because this infect mark is currently at 2. So,
So we're putting
Legos.
and is it 2 for all of these? Or is it
No,
one?
just one.
One.
And a
Bangkok.
Bangkok.
There's a funny joke in that. But,
Yeah.
I'll leave it for now.
Up here. Yeah. Now there's only one card for each city in that deck. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So once they're in the discard, they're not going to come back until we do a.
And I
epic
can
event.
remove them if we want to. So if one
Yep.
of them gets really jacked up.
So I'm going to go here for 3.
What are you? Pink?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
They're not.
Blue.
I'm pink.
So
James
that's.
Addington. He's comfortable
We're
with his
calling
name.
that 3, yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
1, 2,
Yep.
3.
'Cause you went
And
to
given that-
retail, right?
4.
Okay.
Now, if I move there.
What? Don't you only get 4 moves?
No, I get 5.
He's special.
If I move there for 5.
What can you do? Why?
Because you need to get this card
From Ben.
from Ben.
So what does you
Because
Ben?
you can't move other people, can you?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but sorry, you can't
Oh,
move
actually,
yourself.
I would be able, if somebody's still over there, I can move Stu back over to there too.
To the
on my
research
second
station.
turn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But
But
then
you
there's
need
not
to
much
get
to
to
do
here.
over there. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm drawing.
No, but he's
two
got the
cards.
research station to do the cure.
Yeah.
Oh, except you'll need to be in.
I need to
time
get to there to give him the card.
to move him back. So,
Dun, dun, dun.
Epidemic. First one.
so you get this epidemic card. It tells you what to do. So you
Yep.
increase the
So we
infection rate.
move the infection marker to 2.
Mhm.
We draw the bottom card of the deck.
You add 3 thingies. Is it going to be red, blue, or black? Quick guess at red.
Bum, bum,
Blue.
bum. Blue.
Yes.
Delete high.
What?
Black.
Delete
Delete.
high.
Injure.
And then we're going to shuffle the deck.
So that one's ready for
So
outbreak.
this is the
It's
so
actually
the first one was the
flat
infect. So
Yep.
that's what we just did. So this is the intensify. So this is where you could remove stuff out of the discard if you wanted.
Not really, I mean.
You gotta live on the edge, I think.
Yep.
At this stage.
Yeah, there's no real point.
That's become a bit of a
We do need the medic over there though.
hells yeah.
There's a
We actually need
handy
If we
double
had-
there.
3 research stations so we can jump around the board easily. That's always helpful for them. But we don't have that. Because sometimes you get that guy that gets can
Ready?
go to a research station.
Yeah.
without any- Don't do Delhi.
Cartoon.
Cartoon.
Bum.
Bang.
Outbreak.
What?
Outbreak. Outbreak.
No, they don't outbreak, do they?
Yes.
Because they're yellow.
No, because they're 3.
Yeah, but they're. Oh, you put 2
So-
on there, yeah.
No, you put
No?
1.
One.
Right.
Oh.
So that
Put
outbreaks.
1 on there, 1 on there.
And then that.
One
And
that
that
you don't
outbreaks.
actually put it
No,
there.
you don't put it there.
No.
But
Because that's
That's a different
how.
colour, is it not?
then that goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That,
Outbreaks.
does that outbreak? I thought it was only 3 of the same colour that make it outbreak.
Let's check that because
I'm pretty sure it was only 3 of the
it'll
same
really
colour.
fuck us otherwise.
Yeah, you could be right. I've never played that one. Hang on, which ones did you do here? That one and that one?
I've done all the yellows.
And that one?
Yep, all the ones that are connected to by lines.
Did we do that? Anyway, did that.
I did them all.
So what about these ones that already had 3?
Yeah.
Why aren't they out?
So, to infect a city, place 1 disease cube of the matching colour onto the city, unless this disease has been eradicated. If the city already has 3 cubes of this colour, do not place a 4th.
Yep.
Instead, an outbreak occurs, discard this card to the infection discard pile. And they've got.
You need to move that green down. 1,
So we have 1 outbreak.
which is there.
This has
but
actually
then-
been a pretty good first turn to understanding the entirety of the
What?
game.
Sure,
Pretty
mate.
much.
That's good.
Yeah.
I know, right? There we go, now we don't need for next game.
Yeah, it's Legacy can tear it up. Right?
Yeah, so when you're doing an outbreak,
Yep.
on every city connected to the city, if any of them already has 3 cubes of the disease colour, do not place a 4th. Instead,
Of the or of a?
of the disease colour.
Okay.
If any of them already has 3 cubes of the disease colour, do not
Check
place
your
a fourth in those cities. Instead, each of them has a chain reaction outbreak. So here, their example. We need to do the stickers too. And places 1 black cube on every city. And amidst the outbreaks.
That needs a 1.
One sticker.
Yeah, so she just puts 1.
So,
She just puts 1 there.
you mean to tell me that
Right.
this could potentially have 3 of each colour in it?
Yes.
Okay,
That sounds nasty.
it does.
Yep.
Okay, next card.
Hold on.
Cartoon.
No.
Someone else gonna have to do the stickers next time, I think.
Well, I went right in the corner. I thought it'd be the right
you were one of
size.
those kids who coloured outside the lines. Je Carter. Red.
And you can't go back and do another chain reaction back on the city that's already reacted that turn.
Yeah, no, cool.
Yeah.
Is that in normal?
Yep.
I've been playing.
It's in the
normal a
cure
while,
too.
I'm pretty sure.
It's in the cure as well.
Oh, let's get it on.
I mean, it makes sense.
Increase the panic level of all
Yeah.
cities that have had an outbreak. So we only had the 1 outbreak, yeah?
Yep.
Correct.
That's what we've done.
Cool.
We've updated the
We won't do another
outbreaks
one.
track.
I think that's good. Good on you. Everyone agree? No more
Well,
outbreaks?
there's 4 in the deck, so hopefully we've now
Five.
5. Is it? So hopefully we've got a fair bit of time before the next one. Which
I think we'll have
Ooh.
probably 5 turns, 5 or 6.
If the game would end due to outbreak and blah, blah,
Depends
blah.
on how much.
If a city's panic level reaches level 2, remove any research station present on that city. If there is a starting research station sticker on the city, cover that sticker with a destroyed research station sticker.
Bum, bum, bum.
On an outbreak, when an outbreak occurs in a city at panic level 5, do not place a sticker but resolve the outbreak as usual. In later games, it is possible for cities to become isolated so that outbreaks in it do not affect any adjacent cities. In this case, increment the panic level of outbreak in a city that do not raise the outbreak track.
I'm getting anxious and depressed about the status
Cool.
of the board game.
Yes, you were just talking about how good it was in the first round.
We're going to eradicate red.
No, I said it was really good in that it's showing,
Showing
everything about the game.
Yeah.
You basically learned the entire game. in
Did
one-
you draw your
before
play cards?
one rotation?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually been 2 turns?
No, he didn't. You should draw it.
In 2 turns, you've seen the entire
What's your
game.
third one?
Yeah.
You drew one
It was a,
It was the
epidemic.
Epidemic.
And what was the other one?
this one.
Did you not start with 2?
Yes.
Oh, you go 1 to start.
Ah.
Right. Cool.
Welcome.
Right. I am here. I am Brown. And I'm going to go.
Brown and proud.
What is that 4 to get over
Can
there?
you
wasn't
move
it?
people into the city that you are in, or
No,
only
it's not
others?
4. It can actually be. It's 4 to type A, yes.
Yeah.
With another pawn.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I can move
yeah.
people to me as well. Yeah. Oh, that does that mean
No, because
No, you've
move
gotta
any pawn to a city with another pawn? So that means I can move myself to a city with someone else in it. Yeah.
oh, so
Yes.
that.
So I can go there as one action.
yes.
Sounds good to me.
2 in
says
the middle.
move, it says move any pawn to a city with another pawn.
Yes. So move.
But he could have moved.
Can you only do that once per turn, or can you do that
It's
every
as
action?
an action.
Okay, so then you move Stu to you.
Oh,
Then you give him the thing, and then you move him to the research station. and you can
Yes.
cure
This is
Yeah.
good.
it. That's boss.
1, 2,
2,
Card.
3, and then Stu goes over here.
Yeah. That's awesome.
We may want to double check that. We'll do that.
No, that sounds good.
Did we have the researcher in there?
What?
What's that card there?
That's the general.
He's the researcher,
Researcher.
isn't he? Alright.
God.
We went by birthdays.
How come?
And rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, you got the generalist. Generally.
What do you got?
The dispatcher.
I got
The
Chad
dispatcher may, as an action, either move any pawn if its owner agrees. Did you agree to move your own?
I did agree to
Okay.
move my pawn.
To
yes.
any city containing
you agree
another
for me to
pawn, or
move your
move
pawn?
another
Twice.
player's
Ah.
pawn if the owner agrees. Did you agree?
I did.
Okay. As if it were his own, the dispatcher can only move other players' pawns. He may not direct them to do
Hang on, can I
other
only move
actions such
other-
as treat disease. Oh, okay. When the dispatcher moves a player's pawn as if it was his own, use the dispatcher's scars and upgrades. Do not.
Does that mean that
And the dispatchers can only move other players' pawns. You may not
Cards
direct
that
them
need
to
to be
do
played
other
or
actions.
discarded.
Oh, okay,
Direct
cool.
client, blah, blah,
So I can
blah.
only move pawns. I can't tell you to do other
move
things.
as if it was your own? Does that mean you can send me all the way over here?
Cards that need to be played or discarded for direct or charter flights or to enter a collapsing or fallen city come from the dispatcher's hand. A card discarded for a charter flight must match the city the pawn is moving to.
Yeah, cool. So if I'm moving someone else using a card, I have to play the card.
If you're moving to basically a city where there's not someone else's pawn,
Yeah,
you have
I
to-
can fly somebody
do
by
it
using
via
my
dispatch.
cards.
Yes.
That sounds a little OP.
Cool.
That sounds good to me.
I'm not complaining.
That was
the
my
only thing that
4.
saves us.
So 1 Mexico City and 2 Chennai. And we're now infecting. So we have 2.
Oh,
So we have Cairo. Yeah, too far out.
outbreak.
No,
Outbreak stickers.
So we're going to need 5 blacks. So each
No,
one
you're
of
going to need
these.
more because that outbreaks.
Yeah, okay. So each one of these,
1, 2,
and then 3,
3,
4,
4.
Do we need one on Cairo?
and
And then
then
how
one of the, and then this goes.
And then that's 1.
I can't go back to there, but
2,
we go.
3, 4. Another 4.
But you didn't put one on Cairo, is that because
three.
it's already got 3?
So you don't. You never put more than 3. So another
No, but it's
1,
Another one there, another one there.
2,
And then, only 3 that's
Yeah.
not connected. That's lucky.
and then 3.
So do
Yep.
you get 2 outbreak seekers?
Yep.
Yes.
So each one of those cities outbreak. We're lucky it didn't come down here and outbreak again. Although I suppose it's only the research centre disappearing, which is
There was another outbreak?
Yep, here. Yeah. We're doing well, guys. Come on, medic,
Yeah.
get in there.
Ability
I'm
1
telling you.
doesn't cost a card. Ability 2 depends on what upgrades you have.
As an action, move any pawn to a city with another pawn.
Let's get permission. Okay,
I'm scared.
my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Oh, was
Kill-
that the
kill
first one or
all
the
my
second one?
That was the first one.
So we need a second one. It's
Alright.
gonna- what's this one here?
Yeah, just flip the card.
Just
Fuck,
do it,
it's
yeah.
correct.
Baghdad?
Yeah.
That's a fucking easy. Which one?
Kenshai.
Fuck,
That's
it's
another
right.
2.
2 more outbreaks.
Oh my God. Oh no,
Before
that's here!
Before that though, this has gone twice for that one.
What's
so
that?
we need to go here and
No, this
the-
one's
the-
gone twice.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
no,
that's right.
that's only the.
That's right. So that is
That's
there. That
the-
was there. Cool.
We are very quickly
So
about
it's
to
this
This
one.
goes there.
No, that was the infection. That's this thing.
No,
Yeah.
it will go there. It
You
will.
just-
No. It'll go there. Yeah, on Ben's.
When-
actually,
no.
it should have for Ben's.
When he does
Oh, you haven't
when
drawn an
epi-
epidemic.
No,
okay,
it's
sorry.
just the infection.
I was looking
the
at the
outbreaks. Yeah.
So Karachi just outbreaks. So that's
What about
Yeah.
this?
Hang on,
Does that
hang on,
mean
hang on.
That will
Triple.
also outbreak.
triple, and then that outbreaks, which then outbreaks
And
that,
then
and
these-
outbreaks that,
Yep.
and puts another.
Yep.
So basically, it's there.
We suck at this.
Yep. And then these 2.
So it's basically stickers. They all get stickered with outbreaks.
Yep.
Everything yellow that's got 3 gets it.
Well, what
So-
about that? Does that get double sticker?
Yes, that's good.
Well, hang on.
No,
what?
you don't, they can only get stickered once. How about we just take this back a second, right? So take
Very
this
cool.
one at a time, right? So this outbreaks first, because this is the city that is outbreaking.
Why is this one here?
That one was
Because the
there
black
because this
outbreak.
one outbroke before.
Oh, from Cairo.
Yes. So
Right.
this one
Feel free
outbreaks
to
and
be
goes
part of
one there, and this out and here, right?
That outbreaks
That
to-
Now this outbreaks.
to 2?
Yep. So that goes to level 2,
Puts
and
one,
we go.
one there.
Yep. And then we go.
These 2
Oh my
outbreak.
God.
They don't
These
affect them.
both
Oh, hang on, no,
outbreak,
and they go across the ocean.
and they go out here as well.
But you
So
can't go back on the one that you just
No.
did.
you can't outbreak on the one you did, but you can put another cube there, can't you?
No, hang on.
Hang on, take them.
No.
No, that's right. That's right. They're right.
Because if that outbreaks. So we.
So that added a cube because this outbroke, and then this
Oh, then
outbroke,
they-
and then
then
adds
they
another
went-
cube.
yeah, but you don't go back to ones
Yeah.
that have already outbroke.
Yep.
That didn't outbreak though. That just infected because this outbroke. So we don't go back to here.
No, but is this one action, therefore?
Can we
this
go
can
back to
only
what
get
it
one
was before that card came out?
Let's just take those two off. And
Yes.
And the one up there. Yep.
Okay,
And so that one went-
that was 3, right?
Yep. So that's outbreak.
So that one goes
1
1,
and
One.
outbreak. They're both outbreak now.
outbreak.
No.
Do they not?
No. They've got to have one more cubed out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we've done those 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
And is that right on 2? Or does that need to go back
I
on?
just bumped it.
Okay. So it's at 2 at the moment.
No, it's at 3.
So 3. How many outbreaks we had?
We've had 2
One,
up there. And
2,
one there.
3,
1, 2.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, now we've got 4.
Yeah,
That's,
we've got 4. So 4.
that'll be that one.
Yep. So when it so if a cube has 3, do not place a 4th. Instead, a chain reaction outbreak occurs after the current outbreak is done. When a chain reaction outbreak occurs, move the outbreaks marker forward a space. Then place the cubes as above, except do not add cubes to the cities that have already had an outbreak or a chain reaction outbreak as part of resolving the current infection card.
Okay, so these don't outbreak a second time.
No, that outbroke, these were not an outbreak. These were just infecting them as part of that outbreak.
Right, yeah.
So these
So then
still
we
go again.
were right the first time, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
So what are those ones?
So we're fucked because they outbroke and they send cubes that way.
But if they outbreak, doesn't that mean they get stickers too?
Yes.
Yes.
And
That's what I'm
this
saying.
needs to
Everything
go up
yellow
to,
gets a
this
sticker.
one needed a sticker as well.
Yes.
So those 3 need a new level.
And did
Oh,
we put
I'll get
I
ready
need
for
one,
the thing.
one,
Go.
two.
Here we were proud of ourselves because we got a guy over there for his second turn to cure a disease.
Yeah.
And we're how many
Meanwhile, we're
outbreaks
just
out?
letting-
We could have at least cured black or yellow. Come on,
Yeah.
red. There's like 3
So-
cubes on the board.
So have we moved this up this turn yet?
Well, we'd be
Once.
able to work it out based
By
off
the
of
stickers.
1, 2, 3, 4,
This needs a second level sticker.
5. So we're on 6.
So,
6, yes.
Really?
Yep.
That's fucked.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3,
So we've
4,
lost this game.
5, 6. No, 7 because this is 2.
Is that got us? Yeah, there's one there too. Okay.
Oh, so you just count those markers. That tells you.
Yes.
Why? That's
Well,
that's
for
bad.
this game, for the next game, they'll already be there. So we need to make sure we're doing this as
So we
soon
on-
as it outbreaks. We count this up before we do the
Are we definitely on
cubes.
7? Because that's like
I think it
game
is.
over.
Almost. Is that really?
We did 1 here to start with.
Remember how you used that card to
1,
take...
2,
Pick
3,
the city. What city do you want?
Can you take out cards as they get turned over? Or is
3,
it...
and then this was 4,
Isn't that,
5,
6,
6, 7. Yep,
I think
7.
from the
We just did
discard
4.
line.
We just did 4 in that
Card
turn.
from the infection discard.
That sucks.
Oh, from the very
Actually, we did Kara first too, didn't we? So we did 2 there. So we did 6 in that one turn.
Yep.
Because we did Kara first here, then this one.
So we're on 7 or 8?
We're on 7.
This is shit.
Yeah. So you know that card that said, let's skip the infection step?
That would have been good.
Somebody's got that in their hand, right?
No.
They're hiding it up their sleeve. Like,
We could...
Let's see what I do.
Technically could have used that then.
it would have had to have been before the,
Between... We may play
That's-
this between the infect and intensity step.
of an epidemic.
Oh, which we
Those
didn't
steps
have.
are
Yeah.
We didn't have one of those.
Yeah.
So we can only do it to ones that are already in here. So
Not
we
my
couldn't
first turn
control
yet.
ones coming off.
Before the game's done.
Good game.
Oh,
See you blokes next
You
week.
guys suck.
I hope you're having fun there watching. Like, I would be
Alright,
bursting with laughter if I was
So-
watching this.
so,
Crying on the inside.
so what should I do as the medic?
As
Like,
a medic, go cure
plain-
all
of that?
yellow.
Yeah,
Just do
Move
that.
chain.
work out how the hell I get there.
I'd move to Antarctica.
Get as far away
Oh, no,
as
that's where
possible
the-
and hide.
That's where the blob is, isn't it? The blob?
Hang on.
We are
One,
fucked.
2.
I can't even get
I
there.
don't think we can even save this. Like,
1, 2, 3, 4.
oh no, we haven't had that. But I was going to say we'd need to do it.
Did you do that one?
Hey, no.
Do you have to do this too?
Yeah, you haven't even...
I did.
Oh.
I got my 2 cards.
Chill, win stun.
Yep.
Alright, just. I have 4 moves. I have a card that's Chicago that gets me one space away from Atlanta, which takes one action.
Yeah.
I think I can get here in
Wait,
three.
hang on. Who are you
One, two,
in?
three, cure.
Or there.
Who's the other card?
Three, cure. It doesn't do anything.
That would be Stu.
That's Stu. He's ready there to cure the red.
Wait,
disease.
hang on. What's that card there?
This one.
Yeah.
Tehran.
Where's Tehran? There.
Don't we have to be in Tehran in order for him to
No,
cure
but you could take that card from
You
him
can take that. I'll give it to you. I will.
for one. Fly there for two.
No, but what I'm saying is, can
No,
I?
he can't-
I've got to
he
be in
can't take
Tehran
the
to
card.
get Tehran.
Oh, that's right.
It
Because
would
we
have to
have
be the card that you're in,
Yeah.
Mm.
unless you have
Unless you got the research.
The one that's over
Researcher.
there.
that can give people cards
That's
that take them.
moved to Antarctica
Yes,
Yeah.
smart girl.
with that guy from Road Trip.
Very smart. Yes.
What's his name? DJ.
We can swap our roles for the next. Like, you don't have to play the same characters every game.
Joe hasn't even had a turn.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm
First,
sure
you have to
he's-
play in order to
Yeah.
change characters. So,
I'm just saying, we can bring that one in.
Like,
Obviously,
you
finding
think
it
there
hard
is a-
without it.
ideas, people.
Mm.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, no, it does, because I may not trigger an outbreak. They may all come up blue, the next cards, and red. In which case, we
Oh.
may get another round of play. All we've got to do is avoid an outbreak.
They're gonna bring up one of the ones that
It's
we've
one that's already
to.
been to. Yeah, because those top
If
nine
it's this one, bang, we're
were in
dead.
the discard and they got shuffled in with the outbreak.
So what have we
With
got?
the-
What's come out? More of the
So Khartoum, Jakarta. So Jakarta, we're fine.
safe. Yep.
Cairo.
Yep.
There.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Cairo and Kinshasa.
Kinshasa. Yeah. So that's out.
But some of these
were just-
Some of these
So-
haven't. No, but some of these haven't come
these
out.
two haven't come out.
Jaybird came
No,
out.
no. But they.
That did.
Yeah, but some of these didn't come out. They've simply become 3 via.
No,
Yeah.
Jaybird
What,
came
Ahad?
out. And Lagos is in there.
Yeah, okay. So there's a good
And
chance we're
Baghdad.
fucked.
And
So
Baghdad,
you've
yeah.
got 3, 3, and 3.
And I can't remove a card from.
Has Jakarta come out yet?
So hang on. So I can't remove a card from the.
You can
But-
remove it from the discard pile.
Not from the other pile.
Not from the other
Right, 'cause
pile.
I was going to say that.
Apparently that card.
That's
came
why
out
you want to
that
do it
said-
when you do the
Yeah, I know.
when you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
the epidemic.
Then I.
You want to do it as you're shuffling the discards in.
Yeah.
So when you do the bottom card, you draw the bottom card,
First
you
I've gotta
infect
get that
3,
far.
and then you can.
So, what do I use my 4 moves for? I mean, on the off chance.
I'd just stay in North America and just keep away from that.
Yeah, London looks pretty safe at the moment.
Where is so Chicago's only 1 away? So I was going to say try and build a research station, but it's not going to help anyway. If it was 3 away,
Actually, I
it
can
might
get
help.
1, 2, 3, 4. I can get to here, but I have nothing left to
But then you
cure.
can't do it.
And then isn't there something bad when we're in a spot that actually
I think so,
explodes?
yeah.
I think you get a negative trait or something, a scar.
A scar.
So if you're in somewhere when it explodes, then or not explodes, but
Outbreaks.
outbreaks, you get a scar. So we kind of don't want to be sitting there.
And it's got an
Ready
outbreak, or
to-
you receive disease from an outbreak.
No, so
you're in a
when
satellite
if you're in
city,
a
it's only got
if
one
you're
or
in a
two.
city
Yeah.
that
It's
outbreaks,
got 3
you
cubes.
get a
in it.
scar.
Yeah, okay, so
You can cure like one of these. Just for fun.
1, 2, 3, 4. I could get to here on the edge.
Yeah,
That's probably the best move. isn't it?
Just in case we get a
get
whole
another
get-
turn. Yeah,
Well, yeah, just on the off chance. Or, yeah. I mean, that's.
I don't know. You might be able to get the one that lets us skip the infect step,
Well-
maybe because you draw these first before
yeah,
that.
Exactly.
If you get an epidemic, we're fucked. But
Yep.
um,
Okay, so look, that.
the thing with the epidemics is that when we set up, we
That's
separated the
bad.
deck into 5 sets.
1, 2,
So we're unlikely to get an
That's bad
epidemic
too.
in the next.
You don't want to
Round or
round
two.
3.
But see, my skill is the one thing. So the problem has been that I'm
You needed
last
to
in
be
the phase.
Yeah.
If I was, say, at Joel's position, I could have travelled.
And we started with the ones that were 3. We started right next to each other.
Yes.
That didn't help.
No.
All right. So I think I'll just go to LGs. Would everyone agree with that as a
I think that sounds alright.
Chad Chaddington's in the hot zone?
I also have that card, so I could choose to move you anywhere on the board.
Okay.
If I wanted to fly you somewhere too.
Not
And
that.
see if our researcher had cured the black or yellow disease, you could just fly me town to town and I'd automatically cure it. It would be an interesting way to do it, but
Hmm.
of course we haven't cured it.
Not that scientist.
And we're getting low on yellow particularly, but also black cubes. So when we run out of them, we lose as well. Don't we?
I believe so. Normal pandemic, you do. So.
Yeah. Okay. So
Draw some cards. Let's have some
I
fun.
really
Two of these,
want to.
Those first. Why those first?
because
That's what it says.
follow the order.
Draw two cards.
Draw one at a time and see what they are. Suspense.
Nice.
No, they're not going to be.
Good.
Listen.
Yeah,
The
it's
one-
going to be a little bit.
Yay, Cairo.
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 I
Oh,
could put a research
you should go to
station.
Cairo.
Yeah. If he goes for one action and then
No, but see, the thing is,
queue up the
if we can keep our heads above water, I would probably go there, put a research station, and then you can jump from there to there very easily. Which
yeah.
that's the research stations are.
When you build a research station, do you
Yeah,
put
do
one of
you
those
start with that?
markers?
No, they're.
They're these.
Alright, guys.
Yeah, the stickers.
Hang on, hang on.
Sticker
Can we
there
just
for
stop?
next game?
Stop worrying about it. I'm about to end the game. So. Delhi.
Here, game over.
Game over.
That was one of the ones we didn't count that we
So-
already had in the text.
Well,
We need a sticker there now. I won.
can we.
So
what,
hang on.
What happens to
No.
when we get. Because that is going to get one.
Just
So yeah, so let's just read.
do we do the second
order.
card? Is the other question, or do we
Let's
once
read
you've
the
lost,
order
you've lost?
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So move the outbreaks marker forward one space, then place blah 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 blah.
This is the one you.
You ruined it. You ended the game.
You three fucked the game.
If the outbreaks marker, so you still do the moving all the resolving the outbreak.
So we do
If the outbreaks marker reaches the last of the outbreaks track, the game ends and your team has lost.
So do the sticker? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're really cute. We've got 3 black left.
And we resolve it so that outbreaks
goes
again
goes
and that
down.
outbreaks again.
But because we hit that 8, do we cease operation?
Because we hit the 8.
Oh, yeah.
Because we hit
Is
the-
that the end of the game, or is
Yeah.
that some weird legacy thing where
Or do
Well, it's at the end of the outbreaks. It says if the outbreaks marker reaches the last space, the game ends and your team has lost.
looks like we lost, boys? So do we deal the second card though? I guess
Well,
no, because it's.
No,
it's
we've resolved that outbreak, and then it's the outbreak marker is there.
Would
so
we
that's
would
it.
we have had a 50-50 shot at this? Baghdad?
No.
No.
That was
Now
No,
where's
no,
Baghdad?
That would have
Baghdad's
been
That's a
bad.
double.
That would
It's
have
a
been worse.
triple, wasn't it? Yeah.
That would have been terrible because then that would have gone
No, it was just a. Oh yeah, no, it would have been a triple,
and then bang and then bang
and then that would have been
bang.
3. And
No, it would have been heaps worse because look, outbreak, 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 outbreak.
no, those wouldn't outbreak.
Why
It's
not?
only black.
Yes, they would.
So black would move
Oh,
here, and
black
that's
would.
it.
Oh yeah.
So one black would move here, and that's all.
But that would have and that would have, wouldn't it? Oh no, it's more
Yeah.
than 3.
Yeah, so that outbreaks puts one here, one here. That outbreaks puts one there and one there. So those both outbreak as well. And then that's not connected, so that would have 3 on it. So all of those
Ah.
would have 3.
So what happens when we lose? What do we have to do from a legacy standpoint? Tear the game up, throw the bottom of the go home? And are we meant to play one game a month, or are we meant to play?
1 month a month.
So
Well,
the
we're
game
gonna play
ends.
the-
So the game ends immediately, even if it's in the middle of a player's turn or a series of outbreaks.
Yep.
Okay.
There are many ways for the game to end and the players to lose. Immediately when the outbreak marker reaches the last spot. Immediately if you're unable to place diseases. If a player cannot draw 2 cards after doing their actions. Win or lose, the group chooses 2 game end upgrades at the end of the game.
Let's do that.
If you win the game, you get the win bonus for the next month. You start the game at the beginning of the next month, your funding is cut by 2. As you clearly have the situation in hand.
Yeah.
If you lose the game,
Clearly.
if this is the first time you played the month, you must try the month again. If not, move to the next month. Your funding level increases by 2.
We can go again.
So
This
we-
mess needs to be
yeah,
fixed
So we have to
ASAP.
play again. That's what it
Yeah.
says for the month. Yeah.
And
We
then
got
if we fail,
Then we're fucked.
and we
Now-
lose, then we play Feb, and if we lose 4 in a row, you open up that dreaded box 8.
Oh. Let's see what's inside.
Now the objectives deck that says stop. Can I read the deck, please?
No.
So
Or
should we
just give me
gear
the
this
whole
up for the
deck so I
next-
can read the top
next
card.
round?
Well, that's just
Hey,
to do with
Should we
that.
gear this
Yeah,
up for the
but
next
it
round?
actually says
Yeah, I think we need to just. I'm taking this stuff off here.
Draw this card as soon as the second epidemic has been completely resolved, or at the end of the game if you win or lose before you draw the second epidemic card.
So
Right,
that's now.
so we need to do this now. So we're at the
Yep.
at the end of the game, so we can pack the rest of it up, Ocean. So January mission briefing update. Worst fears confirmed. Disease with the most cubes on the board of those that do not have discovered. Hang on,
Black.
Look,
was yellow close or not?
Black,
The disease with the most cubes on the board of those that do not have discovered cures is now classified as
There we go.
CODA 403A.
is that a sticker?
I don't know. If there are 2 or more eligible diseases or all are cured, please select one.
Was it yellow or black? That was the
Black.
To cure the COD, the COD-A, the cure to COD-A can no longer be found using known techniques. Players can continue to treat COD-A, but it is drug resistant, and players taking the treat action must now spend 1 additional action to treat it.
That sucks.
Right now, destroy your original objective card. A new objective will follow. Then open dossier door 19.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll share. You ever need.
So
Like a bonbon.
That felt terrible.
wow, that like hurt inside. That's hard. I've never had to do that.
Have you seen your Have you
Yeah,
seen
legacy,
your legendary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That like literally hurt inside. Ouch.
Oh, that was horrible. Well,
So,
you can do the next
I
one.
think we
Oh
resolved the
wow!
whole
Look at that. We
card.
had like 4. We had 2 turns until the next one came
Yeah.
out.
That was harsh. I think we resolved the whole card before we go to the next one, yeah?
Yeah. What does it say?
So right now we destroy the card, then
White Knight
open
on the bottom.
Let's destroy that.
then open dossier door 19.
Sorry, go again.
We need to open dossier door 19 and
Yes.
then we go on to the rest, yeah?
Yeah. Do that bit.
Cool. So we need to open up dossier door 19. I didn't put one of those events in there.
So this?
Here, Phil.
This one?
Yep,
Fill it out the back.
that is the dossier door, I assume.
Wow. There's no 19 in those.
No,
No, isn't the door the... Oh no, dossier door, right?
There's no
yeah,
19
That's
in
what
the
that is.
Yeah,
Right,
cool.
ready?
I have a feeling it'll be a sticker for that thing.
Cod A. Apply this sticker, yeah. So, Cod, yeah, it's the Cod,
And these
Cod
go
A,
in
403A, treat disease, requires 2 actions, cannot be cured. Apply the sticker to the disease tracking area of the board
This.
next to the disease with
Yeah,
the most
so-
cubes.
sticker.
Yeah, underneath it, yeah.
Yeah, so in there, I assume. Does it fit in there?
It will. I'll make it fit.
Next to, so put it
Yeah.
here.
Now, do we do the upgrades?
Do we send her or do we go?
No, you send it.
Win or
Oh, the
lose, the
Virgin
group
Program.
chooses 2 end of game upgrades at the end of the game. Cool. So we still get to choose 2 upgrades as well. Cool. So that was dossier 19. And we're finished with that now.
Yeah.
Sweet. Next card. I assume
Next
that's
card? What?
discarded.
So does the game just progressively get harder? Is it,
Or easier.
or does it ever give you stuff where you're like, oh, thank you?
Yeah, when you lose.
Keep drawing. From this point on in a legacy deck,
Yeah.
draw cards, reading both sides one at a time until you hit a stop card. Stop cards will tell you when to start drawing again. If you do not see a stop card, keep drawing. Do all of the cards have that? So I don't need to read that anymore? Or is this just at the start of the game they have to start with
I can't believe we had one turn.
Just reading
each.
until
It
you
was
hit a
literally
stop
one-
card.
That's nice.
Can you guys believe that we had one turn? Everyone had one turn. I barely had a turn.
I think our
You
problem
got- you
was
got
we were thinking like short game.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, let's focus on this. Meanwhile, like,
No, we weren't even focused on the cubes. We were focusing on the cards to try and get the disease.
No,
I think
but
Cured.
I think the other one was we got 2, 3 bangers. We just happen to have 2 threes
Yeah,
right
Two
next to
threes,
each
yeah,
other
two blacks
that then
next to
worked off
other.
each other.
We should have, yeah.
If
And
they were
the cards that
spread-
we had that we drew were horrible as well.
Yes, but if they were spread, we'd be at sort of 4 rather than
Yeah.
8. Essentially, probably less.
So we don't play the same characters again, do we? Is that
Can if
how it
you
looks?
want.
Can if you want.
Should we play a month with each character? Does that make sense?
Oh, the whole month. Yeah, right.
I'm easy.
Yeah, I'm
So we
happy.
haven't-
unless
Same
somebody
thing.
wants to go
No,
researcher.
save me and remember a character special thing.
Does anyone want researcher?
What? Give me a look.
So there's a new objective,
Mhm.
and the
What's
new
wrong with this
objective
one?
is discover cures to the 3 normal diseases. This must always be one of the objectives you complete to win
Until
the
we
game.
I feel like
So it's a mandatory objective. Yeah, but out of the ones that we had, what isn't? Yours?
5 actions per turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
What was
researcher. What's this one called?
Researcher. Margaret.
Margaret.
Does sound like researchy.
So I assume once that's gone, we get rid of
So when do we tear up the rule book?
it.
Yeah,
Rage quitting.
sounds fair.
Margaret. Jeez Louise, that was horrible.
That was kind of cool.
Welcome to Pandemic, Stu.
I like it. It was painful, but it was cool.
It's usually they save the pain up for later, but
Instant.
Just getting shot.
instant punishment.
I wasn't expecting to get thumped that hard.
Well, like
In
we
the
said, we
first.
all just had the one turn.
Yeah. That was brutal.
Good introduction.
That outbreak level actually has the panic level of the city. It actually has effects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's up there on the board.
No direct flights or charter flights in or out. Existing research stations destroyed. No new research stations can be built here. Yeah, see, we're screwed. Just bear with us, any viewers we have. We're just resetting for the next game.
We have viewers.
Just telling our viewers if we have any that we're resetting for
How
the
do you know
next,
if you've got viewers?
next round. Well, if Buggerlogs here has the right screen up, usually tells us, doesn't it? Or are you going to check on your phone and become one of those viewers?
Ah,
Hey, Pop. Go eat. Yeah. Yeah. You like that? Yeah, you like that. Yeah, you like that.
let's make sure Stu doesn't go first. He cursed us. First player.
What?
No, you cursed us last time. It's the curse of the broken leg. Brown wins.
Mate. So I can get people where they need to be for their first turn, I suppose.
Now, did we have a research station something or other something that we...
This one, no.
No, didn't we get another one somewhere?
No.
No. We were talking about potentially building one, but we
Oh.
didn't actually get there.
Alright, so I'm missing a card. Because we died, we get how
An extra
many
2 funding. So we get another 2 of those
okay.
those
So
upgrade cards. Which kind of
Current player
dilutes
takes
the
2
player deck a little bit
turns.
too. Means there's a slight
move
bit
any
more
pawn
between turns.
to any city
Between
It
everything.
is.
at a
It
research
also means there's less cities
station.
available to cure said disease.
Yeah, but it means that there's more time in between each epidemic. Only slightly.
Research station and
Yeah, whatever.
either the current player takes 2 extra turns or move a pawn to a city. This can include riding, collapsing, falling cities. or discard 1 to 3 cards from your hand. The current player takes 1 additional. I feel like that one.
Sure.
And you point to any city? Yep. Elect.
Why is that there?
That's the epidemics for setting up the deck.
Any of the removing QB ones are always useful.
Is there a remove all cubes on board?
Let's remove all cubes.
Oh, we need to choose our end of game upgrades.
Which is on the sticker sheet.
You may choose the same upgrade twice. So, unfunded events. Select an event sticker to add to any city card in the player deck. This card is now both a city card and an event card and can be used either way, but not both. These city event cards are available every game. They're unaffected by the funding level. Each city card can only have 1 sticker. We've got starting research stations. Select a city currently containing a research station and add a starting research station sticker.
Ba-boom.
Add a research station to every city with 1 of those stickers during the setup of all future games.
So hang on.
Replacing a starting research
So
station
if
sticker.
if we say intend to lose a few games in order to get good setup in that regard, like should we be thinking that we should be building research stations early on in the piece, for example, so that we get a starting research?
It does.
It would be handy. If we had more than 1 turn
On
each.
turn each, yes, it would be handy. Because you kind of need to.
But we couldn't have
kind
done
of
any
get
of
over
that.
there. Like,
There was
You guys
no,
fucked it
there
up
was no
for me.
chance in that. That was a terribly, terribly bad.
I do kind of feel like we probably need to look at using the card for more than just the cures to start with. For getting over there quickly and that
Well,
sort
the
of
other thing
thing.
we should assess when the first bit of the game gets built out where the issues are going to be. Like
Yeah.
If we've got 3s next to each other from the get-go.
Yeah.
I felt
That
like
was
that
that was
first
an
game was
oversight.
a little.
That's a practice
Right.
of just getting...
Mm,
Anyway,
It was.
so do we get upgrades? Is that what you're telling me?
yes. So we can either choose one of the events, the unfunded events.
So
And we can-
experimental program, remove 1 disease cube anywhere on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Play any time, not an action.
The only thing with that is it gets stuck on one of these
Yeah,
cards.
it puts on one of these cards, but it means it doesn't take up one of your funding
Spots.
points at the start of the game.
Oh,
So you're
so
getting
it goes,
essentially
so it goes
an
onto
extra
a city
on a
card.
city card, and it
Yeah.
can be used as
So on.
one or the other. It can't be used as both.
Right. Look at as many infection cards as the current infection rate. Do not change their order, so just look at them. It doesn't sound incredibly helpful.
Yeah, it does because it allows you to plan which cubes to remove, but it's...
Yeah. The person who plays this card may discard up to 3 city cards, removing 1 cube matching the colour of each card from anywhere on the board.
So if you've got the card, you can remove a cube from it by discarding up to and 2 of its worth.
But you got to get them.
You got to have it.
Yeah. So the other things you can do, the starting research station, we don't have any. The character upgrades, so you can add a character upgrade. Each character has room for 2 upgrades, except the generalist, who has 4. Players may stick an upgrade over an existing upgrade. Upgrades can only be applied to player characters that were just in the just played game. So,
does everyone get to upgrade, or you just do one?
well, we've
two.
got 2 upgrades across the board, so we can
So-
choose.
Okay.
1 person can get 2, or 2 people
We can
get
choose
1,
the same
or-
upgrade.
If you guys
twice.
want to decide what to do,
No, you can't.
And there's a positive mutation, so if we've eradicated a disease, we can give it a positive mutation to make it
Well,
easier
yeah.
to find cures. Which we
So we can choose
so we
a
can
character
either do a
upgrade or
card or an upgrade to a character.
Just
So-
do a character upgrade.
character upgrades are grizzled. Do not gain a scar when you're a city when it outbreaks.
That kind of feels like it'd be good for the medic,
Yeah.
so that he can sit in cities with 3 and not worry about getting scars.
Yeah, perhaps. Flexible for an action, discard a card to draw a card of the same colour from a player discard pile.
From the player discard pile, yeah.
Forecaster at the start of your turn, look at the top 2 infection cards.
That sounds pretty strong. That's not an action, is it? It's just at the start of your turn, look at the top 2 cards of the infection,
That's
so you
that one,
can
isn't
plan.
it? So you can
Yeah,
say,
you
oh,
can
yeah.
plan where the 2.
That does sound cool, because then you could go, oh, shit,
You know where the 2 infections are going to come up.
Increase your hand limit by 1.
Yeah, well, it might come strong later for someone like the scientist,
Yeah, but
being able
nobody's
to hold
ever got
more.
anywhere near that. So
No, I know, but for later on,
Yeah, eventually,
you
but
can
not
you
now.
can cure for 4 cards each, but that means you can only hold 1 colour to
Yeah.
cure at a time.
Yeah, but I don't think now.
Yeah. Once per turn, you may treat a disease in a city connected to your city.
That's not bad.
So again, that would be something like this,
Yeah.
because when he treats,
Yeah, he treats them all.
he treats
You could
all
do
of them.
USB 3 hub.
Yeah, so look, those two.
Yeah. Because I've got
Um, first one.
Those two.
Yeah.
And do not discard a card when taking a direct flight.
oh yeah.
Show the
plenty.
card and return it to your hand.
Show the card. What? Aren't they all
So-
all the time?
Yeah.
Just to mount them or do anything
Oh,
like
yes,
that?
yeah.
Just read
No,
it.
So
just-
you're showing people, hey, I'm
Yeah.
using this
Like
for a
you
direct
use
flight.
the
Now,
when
it's
you
a direct
use
flight.
the unmount thing.
Yeah.
You turn it off and out.
Change them out.
Direct flight, discard a card to move to a city on the named card. Okay.
Which one's the port?
So it's only moving people to that card.
Or
But if I had that,
all of them.
Yeah.
any of the cards I have, I can move anyone to those
And
cards.
keep the cards.
Yes. And I could,
So
yeah.
then you could send someone else.
Yeah, I can
Oh, you
keep
could
sending
go, okay,
people
this
to
one,
other places
You go
without
there,
losing
this
the
one, you go
cards.
there.
Yeah.
So you could send 3 people on your turn to the same city.
Yeah,
That's
on
what
other
it is.
sides of the board. Any city I've got a card for, I could send people there
Yeah.
without losing the card.
So I reckon that's pretty cool. And I reckon
The one, so the
the
options.
treat.
You're going to
Treat
use the
disease.
best mate too if you're a researcher.
Yeah. What do you reckon? Do you reckon the bottom two?
Take me down. To
I reckon one of the ones for the medic, because that kind of is where we struggled last turn
In that I didn't get a turn.
well, that, but also the treating your diseases.
I think the bottom two.
So what's
Like one for the medic and one for you.
Yeah.
which one do I get?
So that second bottom one, so once per turn you may treat disease in a city connected to your city.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So you can treat cubes in a
Is
city
that an
Or-
action or
next
is
to
it
you.
just a?
Once per turn you may
Or
treat
this one.
disease in a
So
city
it's
connected
additional
to.
to an action.
Is it?
No, it's an action.
It'd be
it's the
as
treat
part of
action,
your treat
but you
disease
can do
action. You can do it in
yeah.
the one next to it.
So does that mean?
instead.
But if I
Yeah.
treat the city, I mean, does it automatically treat an adjacent one?
No, it means
No, no,
you
no.
can
I
just
think
do the
it means
Without
you can
moving.
treat the next
Yeah.
one without getting.
So
Yeah.
when you do a
So
treat
you can go
disease, you
1,
can
2,
go one
3
next to you
instead of move,
instead.
and you can fix up. Or
Chat up.
Or the first one.
Or the other one, yeah. Do not gain a scar when you're in a city with when it outbreaks.
No, fuck that. That's,
So if you're in a
that's
city
for
that's
people
got
who know
3,
they're losers.
So we should have that one.
We're winners.
I feel like it probably doesn't need that as much. If he can
No, I
treat
think-
them from adjacent, he doesn't have to go into the ones
Yeah.
that have 3.
Yeah, well, I
Well,
think bottom two.
basically,
My vote was bottom two. What do you reckon, Joe?
All I've got to do is not end the turn
Yeah.
in a three-thing city.
I-
Basically, I end the turn by treating
I'm
one
not going to
cube.
chime in.
Yeah, right. Cool. Because he doesn't want to.
Nah, because the way this guy plays, all I could do is not make my last action moving to a three-thing city. So if I land in
Yeah.
a city on my third move,
Yeah.
then the fourth is just take off one cube.
So there's yours.
That's it. Upgrade one. Upgrade one.
And you got so you're happy with the pilot?
Yeah,
Reckon-
I think that's
we
right.
reckon
Because
direct
you can send
flight.
everybody to one place. That's
Yeah.
cool.
All right. Chad Chaddington. Pimped.
Pimped.
Kohi, you're an unusual man. You're a poor, deformed human boy.
Mine's not very straight. But
Yeah,
whatever.
human skinny. Probably
Either
more
are
normal.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, human skinny. Probably more
Sorry,
normal.
Kev.
You should wax your
yeah.
dog.
Oh, wax him.
Yeah, you know how funny. Stu was the same if you had human skin, you'd look like a person. Little fat boy. Hey.
Oh, hang on.
Stop.
Stop.
Stop. Draw this card at the end of your first game in January before selecting your end game upgrades.
Oh,
Oh, it's alright. Draw it.
Cool.
We can probably peel those stickers off if we really have to.
Congratulations, win bonus. Scratch this bonus
Win bonus?
off if you win a game in January.
Oh, we
Destroy
will.
this card at the end of February.
Okay, so we've got
So-
one more. We've got this game. If we don't win it, we
Yep.
don't get the bonus.
So put it back.
No, it just stays off to the side. And then this is a stop. Do not draw any more. Draw this card just before you set up your first game in February.
Oh, so we can piss that off
so,
back to
yep.
the box, basically. Till next month.
So we
So
keep
just
that
make sure you
out
keep
and
in those
we either
three.
tear it or we open it.
Well, we don't tear it up until the end of February, but I assume if we don't get to scratch it, it doesn't matter anyway. Like, we wouldn't be able to work out what it is. Unless there's something in February, let's just go back and it
Oh, yeah.
becomes a bad thing or something, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Okay. Cool. So I can send people to these places. without
Move
using the
one
cards.
forward to any city.
Where are
3
they
in
going?
Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh.
Play anytime non-action.
3 in Chennai.
Oh, that's a good one.
Also, let's go over to
3 in Tokyo.
Tokes. Look at Tokyo up. Osaka, Tokyo.
and also this side again.
2 in Sydney.
The winner is Sydney.
2 in Santiago.
Saint Diego. I believe it means world.
2 in
China.
Shanghai.
Saint Diego.
1 in Milan. 1 in Buenos Aires.
One in
1 in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. That's yellow. Same that they're allied with the Mexicans.
Not me. Bottom card.
Well, look. Okay, so initial.
So does this stay where it was? Yeah. Oh no, that's gone now, isn't it?
Because
Because
we
we've
used
done
that
it
already.
Yeah.
Observations. There's no threes that are directly connected, which is one really full path.
Which is
I think we
amazing.
need to get rid of that one.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So good news is I can send people straight here
So
Where's that?
without getting rid of the
Chennai?
action.
Oh,
it would make
good.
sense to send me there because I can.
And then you can go
kill them in one
like
move.
here.
Cure
here,
1, 2,
yeah.
cure. I can do
Sure.
that.
Yes.
If you go there,
This is the.
And you're first.
if you send him there,
The
you
black
can
one's
cure
Chennai.
those and that.
I can't send him there
Oh, was that?
He hasn't got the
because I
cure.
don't have card.
But see, he can send me here, cure. Like that's my turn is
One,
1, cure,
2,
2, 3,
three.
cure. Get rid of the
No,
two
no, no, no.
threes.
This is 2.
It is
That's
too.
bad.
Yeah.
But does that require it with my medical?
And we
illness?
can't treat
Yeah.
it.
Treat disease requires 2 actions.
So you can still treat all
then
three,
you send
but
you
it's
there,
2
and then
actions
1,
instead
2,
of one.
and then you can't. Yeah, you can't cure the other. Oh no, you can.
He can
You can,
because he can
because
move
you're
here
right,
and
yeah.
do
Cure.
that
Yeah.
and that.
No, because
No.
1, 2, 3, and then
And
1
then
or the
one.
other.
Yeah.
So
Alright, well, let's do that. Gets rid of 2 of the threes.
Yeah,
and
cool. So my first action will be to move
Move me, pink.
Have
pink.
you asked me if that's.
Are you okay
Is
if
that
I
alright?
fly you to Chennai?
it might be cactus.
Okay, I'm not sure about the way you've been touching my pawn there.
Right, cool.
Okay. Now you've got 3 more moves.
But I'm gonna. Can we talk about Milan?
You can.
Move Joel to Milan. So you
No,
discard.
I'll move Joel.
No,
to
I
Milan
don't
to
have to
discard.
discard.
Oh,
That was
now
my
it's
upgrade.
okay.
So I just show everyone I've got it.
And then
And
keep.
Did you
Keep
show
it.
us that?
okay.
Population
8,865,000.
8,865,000.
Yep, you saw it. Cool.
Did they say it? Did you need to?
Do we need to focus it too?
There you go. Yeah.
Alright.
Good job.
Pause that if you want to look at it in more detail.
Let's get it on.
Alright. That was one action. So I can send people to Lima as well, but that doesn't seem as
No.
beneficial.
It may be after you.
I do kind of feel like maybe putting a research station on Chennai might not be a bad idea for anybody to be able to go there at any time. It is almost the opposite side of the board.
Yeah, you certainly want them in the sort of.
And I can sort of fly there first with the card and then get rid of the card to put the research station there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That sounds smart.
that sounds
And at worst, if we
So-
lose, we
And then what are you gonna
starting
do?
station.
Second, I don't know. I'll work
Then
that
you
out
should
after.
move here and get rid of that.
Second
Third.
action to go there,
And then discard for a research.
and then discard to build a research station.
And then hope to hell you don't
And
turn
then
over Chennai up there.
my last
Get rid of the
action,
research station and
do-
discard straight.
do one of you guys need to come over here as well? Or are you happy over where you are?
Where's Lima? Where's Lima just down there? Well, the one thing with Lima is it would allow someone to clean these up before they got out of hand on their turn.
Yeah. Or we could get somebody
'Cause it
coming
might-
up
But are we
this way.
thinking about Milan?
We
We could get somebody coming up this way as well. Oh, I don't know. Oh, no,
Well, I'll
but I
be-
can move you.
I'll be in the
between
next couple of
research
moves.
stations.
I'll be able to motor through there and do some serious clearage.
Yep.
Tokyo you can get to this way.
Oh,
You
isn't
got
that
one,
all
two,
the blacks
I
three.
are going?
suppose
So
the only
blacks
the
can't-
only thing I'm worried about is these two.
Yeah, well the other one is you can get there by 1, 2, 3 to Tokyo and 4 removing.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
doable.
When those blacks go, does that mean no more blacks can? Oh, unless they're drawn out of here.
Yeah, when they draw out of there. Yeah. And the other thing we've got to remember, we can't cure black.
Yep.
but we have to cure the other 3.
We've got to get past the first turn.
Yeah, let's focus on that.
Cool.
Um,
We do have a few blue cards over here,
Mm.
which maybe you two could share. So maybe I'll leave you two over there, and I will move if Joey's happy for me to. Oh, you're
No,
wanting to
I'm-
treat there, aren't
I'm
you?
not
Oh,
gonna-
you can treat from there though.
yes.
So I will move you here. Then you can treat with 2 actions. Treat.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, nice.
Yes.
You happy for that?
Yes.
You're happy for me to move you?
Yes.
I just
The inappropriate touching is going to stop that.
I can see this being a long-running.
I don't like the way
touching
you-
my paw.
It's all about
Alright.
consent.
First player card, Buenos Aires.
May I touch you?
Second player card, Hong Kong.
Honkers. Ooh, yellow in the house.
And we need
Make
2
him
of
do it.
those.
Make him do it. No, make him do it.
How many epidemics did we have last turn?
1 million.
Epidemics,
No,
1.
1.
1, 2, 3.
We only made 1. We didn't make it to the 2. Tehran.
Tehran.
So
T-Ron.
I need a black.
Good.
Yeah.
It's the hell away from
One
lens.
Cairo.
Fuck Cairo.
Another black. The thing I don't like about blacks is that it takes so much.
Whoa! Whoa!
Righto.
That's a
The
good.
black disease.
It's a good segue into
Not any better, is
It has a name. It's the only
the-
disease that
the
has
cod,
a name.
Cod A403.
It doesn't have a name.
disease.
We haven't written our name on it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Not all heroes wear capes, my friends. Not all heroes
I can
wear.
just see like here and here straight away.
Whoa! Why are you like touching
I
his
just.
pawn?
You touch my pawn.
uh,
Los Angeles.
really only 9:30.
No.
Only 9:50.
Well, we only got 1 turn.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Oh,
No.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Hey, we're there.
Ooh, Miami.
Miami. This is a much better
Oh,
mix.
that's nice.
dude.
Yeah,
This is a
I
much
like
better
that,
mix.
I like
Every card was in this area last one, so
Yeah.
That's it?
much more well spread.
Mm-hmm. Player cards.
that. Oh, you got them.
Draw 2.
Yep.
Are you drawn 2? And we've
That's
done
the
your
first step.
Cool.
Now, Infect Cities.
Do you want to give me your? Oh no.
No, do you want to give me your
You have to be in that city, so you can give him Atlanta.
You want to give me Atlanta?
I can give. You may give any one of your city cards when you share knowledge.
Oh, yeah, you can get both of them.
Need
Or,
not match a city. A player who
Oh,
shares
you can
knowledge
receive
with
as
you
well.
on their turn can
Yep.
take any one of your city
So you could
cards.
take 2 turns to take both of those cards off him.
Or he could
Or
give you
he
them
could-
both.
do it now. As 2 of his actions.
That's what I'm saying. He can
Yeah.
use 2 of his turns to
To
give
take
you
those. No, not give them.
to take
It's your
both
turn.
To
cards.
take
off
them
of
because
Joel.
I need 4. And
Joel's got it.
Yes.
Needs
That's
5.
right.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's got it.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's better for you to have 3 because you might now draw the last
The
one
blue.
Mm.
and then make bank.
Yeah, okay. So that's 2.
So you may as well just like
Get rid of that.
get rid of that one, and then maybe even just move over here using
The
the
research station.
Yeah, research station to research station. You happy with that?
He's only got 1 action left, so yeah.
Notice hands are very high. They're not
Yeah.
going down around the
Yeah,
waist.
yeah, you're not touching him like down there.
Yeah,
No, I've been around the neck.
Yeah.
Why would you hit that?
because I've got a broken foot.
All right. So take 2 cards. I'll draw them for you, Mr. Brokenfoot.
Hey, we haven't had,
Oh, hang on,
an
what? Yeah.
outbreak yet.
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
Last time we were on 8 by this stage.
Istanbul.
Wait, I didn't shuffle them in.
No good.
Nah,
fine,
just getting
fine.
there, isn't it?
Fine by
The
me.
problem with this is we'll
Oh,
probably end up
yeah,
with
man.
2 right next to each other.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Because the longer
They do. They
the
do.
longer this
It's
goes on, it
Istanbul.
means the lower in that
Exactly.
top 5th.
One?
Mhm.
Yes. Mumbai.
Mumbai. Filthy, dirty city.
Okay, me turn.
I like this. This is much nicer than the
This
first one.
is how it usually plays at the start. At the end, what we had at the start
Not
of last
like
one, it's usually the end of most games.
Send me to Tokyo. 1, 2, 3.
4 and 4.
Very nice.
Take him on for the team.
Show me on the pawn where he touched you.
I got home tonight. I was eating dinner. Kim's telling me about their bus trip today. They went on the bus, and apparently there was a lady on the bus who was very talkative with Jordan, and then started actually touching Jordan with her feet. She had her feet up on the seat that he was on and was pushing him with them, and then even tried to start cleaning up Jasper's spew, and Kim was like, no, bite her off, I'll do it, it's fine. She didn't use that language, but yeah, apparently there's a lady who was pushing boundaries. So Kim was having the talk with Jordan about, we don't let strangers talk to each other, talk to us and
Harry?
touch us.
Harry.
Paddy.
London. Was this
I'm
person
liking
on
this.
just what? You know when we played Tiny Epic Defenders,
Mm.
and I was like, God,
Yeah.
this game's boring.
Huh?
And then all of a sudden,
Well, I should have got a like on this. I was the one telling you that.
yeah, well, I'm
You
role
were
reversal
telling me
here.
now. Yeah,
Um,
cool.
Can I just point out, Joel has a blue card, and that would make 4 over there for at some stage in the game.
Mhm.
I have blue.
So if there's someone who could
Mhm.
fly people around to facilitate
As long
the
as these two
transfer of
end up on the
goods.
same turn, yeah,
Yeah.
because he can take it without.
To the limit.
Where's
But he
Hong Kong?
does need to be
Where's
in a
he
research
doing?
center,
Where's
so I
Hong
could
Kong?
move you to,
Hong Kong?
He is in a
Hong Kong?
research center.
Where's
Oh,
Hong Kong?
you're in a research.
Hong Kong. Hong Kong.
Why do you need Hong Kong?
because I can fly people there.
Oh, no. I thought it might have been where Joel was.
Can't you send pawns to other pawn places? Yeah.
Oh, so you can.
So you can just
yeah.
send
and then send me
straight to
back.
I can't get you to do any other action other than move. So I can move people around, but I can't let you
Oh,
take
right.
it
You
from
move
him
Joel.
first. and
Tons
then-
of yellow out there as well
Mm.
too. Look at all these yellows.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
who can take them? You can take them, can't they?
Oh, well, you've got 2 yellows. And
He's got 1. So maybe one of the moves
So
is you
if
give
I-
him 1 yellow,
if I-
you take 1 blue,
If I fly
and we-
Joel,
give him all the yellows, and then he'll have 5 yellows, you'll have 4 blues.
Oh, yeah.
if I fly to Joel,
That's double cure.
You can fly Joel to here.
yeah,
Yeah.
but does he want to stay here for the Reds?
Ben,
No.
We've got
No, you want me to fly you here?
how
Because
just
I can give you these. Because then you can then distribute them.
and I
Give
also
himself.
no, but then I also have 2,
And I've got
and
1.
then he's got 1. So if we all give them to Joel, he'll have 5. If Joel gives the 1 blue to Stu, he'll have 4. And if it all ends up around the
This
treatment
is
center, we can
station.
very quickly cure 2.
Bang, bang, bang,
As
done.
long as we don't
Yeah.
let these get out of hand. So once we get an epidemic, those go back in and these get shuffled back in, both of these.
They're
Forget
fine,
it.
yeah.
That's right. But in
Because
the
there's-
meantime, I can get.
We
up
don't
there.
have any threes.
You can send me to
Cool.
Hong Kong, and I can get rid of 2
Okay.
of them for a start. Yeah,
So I'll fly Joel here.
that's fine.
You happy for me to give you all my cards?
That's your 4 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why the red?
Well, there's no. Well, I suppose the only point me hanging on to it is flying people around, really.
No, but look,
Give
there's
him
4,
2,
there's
3.
4 reds here, so if I had 4 reds, I could kill red too.
Have go 2,
Can I
3,
give
then
him-
move maybe me.
Yeah, give
Give
me
them
the
that.
2
But he
yellows
can
and then
give them
move
to
Joe
anybody.
to there.
No matter what card, what.
Yeah.
He's the only one where we don't have to be on that actual location to give him the cards.
Been done.
It's been done. We often gamed you. Sorry.
You moved me to the treatment station, so I can also give Joel my cards on my.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So, no, whoa, he's got to do
Oh.
this.
Can't we just skip that part?
Dun, 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 dun.
Shit.
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
So increase the rate. Take the bottom one, which you've both now done.
No, this is the bottom one. That was not the.
Oh,
So, yep.
Honkin' honkers.
Hong Kong gets 3.
Oh, that's not good.
I can send
That's
something
right.
there,
Don't
but
care at mine.
And then we tear it up, right?
It goes in.
was
Yeah, it
that,
goes
was
in
that
the
stuck
discard.
under there, was it?
Yeah,
Goes on
some
discard.
and we shuffle these back in. So now
So-
Hong Kong could go,
So, Hong,
and so could that.
Hong,
So they could potentially both go.
So B and yeah. We can
That's
fix
fine.
that.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
It'd be all right.
You remember when there was 2 like this earlier, right? And how many turns it took to get out of control? Just saying. Remember that role reversal? We've swapped back again.
That's So you're then going to give me your 2 yellows.
That's 2. Move to here.
How about we
cure
just
that.
resolve these
You
first?
can't,
Yeah.
you can't move
No.
to there, though.
There's no
Isn't
line.
there a line?
No.
Oh.
But you could
Hang
go
on,
1,
I've
2,
got a
and
white
cure.
Oh, I can go to here and cure it anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So that works.
No, you can just go give him the 2 and yeah, like I said.
Just like I said.
You should do it.
I'm just going to shove until someone tells me to stop.
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 Let's wait for someone in
Wait.
the chat to tell you to stop.
Make sure the top one's not on progress.
That's alright. Go. Flick it.
Don't
It's
look
a
at the
black
bottom.
one.
That's alright.
Ah, I was looking at that.
What is it?
Chennai.
Chen dog.
Wow.
Oh, we're on it.
Hong Kong.
No.
Nah, Tokyo.
Okay, getting a bit nerve wracking.
Told ya.
That's alright though.
It's fun, don't worry about it.
Alright.
Just not
Yeah, cool.
Hush.
Uh-huh.
Don't mention it.
Oh,
Yeah.
my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why is that
So
there?
these, I discarded it
Why?
to build a research station. Now, see, this is where it gets tricky because you go in fifths
It's alright.
of the deck, so we could have
It's good.
2 of those together really screw you.
It's alright.
Oh!
Increase.
So increase the infection rate first.
And you
Bottom
know
card.
what?
Still 2.
Tokyo's gonna.
Yeah.
Tokyo's done.
Yeah.
Oh well, maybe not actually.
Yeah,
this is-
potentially.
What's that?
Algiers,
One of them's done.
3 here. Yeah, and that takes 2 actions.
That's alright though.
So what were the other 2? So we've got either Chennai or over here. And we've
Well,
got...
that takes 2 actions too.
So we have this one, and this one in there. And there's 3 of them, and we've got to pick 2 of them. So,
That's all right.
one of those,
With
at
the
least,
at worst,
potentially 2.
at worst, the track goes to here.
Mm-hmm.
This time last game we were dead. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going well.
With the red going.
And there's not going to be any cascading effect for them outside of adding. They'll all get to 2s. This area becomes big.
This thing becomes 3. 2 3s next to each other.
Yeah, but
Plus-
I'm right next to it.
2 here as well.
Stop.
Yeah, you can go 1, 2, and then kill both of those.
Chennai.
Chennai,
Well,
baby.
that's probably the best result we could have got
That's it.
because that's just one there.
And then LGs.
And it's not Algiers.
Jeez, son. Tokes.
Take you.
Oh, it's
So we have
Bang.
1, 2, 3, 4.
At least we can get there quickly.
No.
Count the lines out from it.
1,
2,
3.
3, 4.
Yeah. But that's okay.
And then
Now we know that Algiers is going to
Is
hit next
next
time.
Yes.
That's next card, isn't
So
it?
who's
Yeah.
Yes. So whose turn was that? That was yours. So it's now your turn. Can we get you to Algiers?
So we've got an LG's card. You've got Istanbul, which is there. So you can go Istanbul, that's 1, and then 2, 3, 4,
Constantinople.
3, 4. So you can get 1 cube off. Is that right?
Yeah.
Which will stop it outbreaking.
We can get 2 cubes off. Oh no, 1, yeah, because it's a double 2.
And
You get 3
Right.
dudes off you.
But I think
That will save an outbreak.
but
Dude, come
At
on.
the same time,
just chill.
I could kill
You won't
both.
get that.
you won't then get that.
But
But you may draw a blue.
Oh.
That does mean another round before
Then
you
it's
can
more.
cure it.
Blue's not a problem though.
Blue doesn't look like a
But it
problem.
would never get to be a problem if we cured it.
And you can,
If it's cured, I just go
When you
through the
walk
city
through,
and
yeah.
immediately cures everything else.
which is fine.
Everything I touch turns to gold. So with that, once it's cured, what happens to the adjacent ones to the lines? Do I have that? Does that? Once per turn, you may treat a disease in a city connected to yourself.
Yeah, but what's
Ah.
your
So
ability?
does that mean once my
Have we done
abilities
that?
remove all the cubes of one color?
We've done that multiple times when you did it down here.
Nobody was on one of them.
But
No,
only
he
did it
was
once per
here
turn.
and he
It is
did
once
there,
per
there,
turn.
and there. No, that was 3 separate treats.
Oh, it's in a city connected to your city.
He did 3 separate treats. We're only supposed to do that once.
So I put
So we need
Put
to.
the 2 back in the
Put
corner.
the 2 back on skids.
Yeah.
Skid.
No,
From
it's there.
Sydney.
Both of them.
Sydney,
Both on
Sydney,
Sydney.
Sydney.
So we need to make sure we remember that. You can only do it once per turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It says an action, isn't it? So really, that doesn't.
It just means that he
well, it
can,
means I don't have to use an action
To
when it's
moving there.
cured. Here's my other thing. So
Well, I guess if you
How?
were in Jakarta, you could do that for one.
automatically remove cubes cured of a
Two,
cured
three.
disease from the city you're in and prevent them from
Good.
being placed there. So you probably. Yeah. So do we prevent an outbreak or do we cure blue? Is the
We prevent an outbreak.
Especially
I
on
kind of
this
feel
one
like
because
that's
it's friends have got ones. And,
yeah.
It
I
will-
feel like that's a better idea.
Well, and the other thing is it'll put someone in that zone to remove
Yeah.
cubes as well.
and then I can build a research station.
Have you got? Oh, you got Istanbul. Oh no, because
you'd
Oh,
have
they
to
don't
you'd
use
have
it.
to discard Istanbul.
to get to Istanbul.
What about London?
Doesn't get
Yeah, but as we said, like he
What have you
has
got? You've
to-
got Mumbai.
Oh, so if I took that and then used it as 2, 3, no.
Okay.
I can move people to you.
Isn't it Joe's turn?
No, it's
finished.
now Stu's.
One,
So that goes there.
We're not doing too bad. We've gotten further than we did last time.
Yeah, I've got a section.
Yeah.
Section.
I almost think we could take the hit of getting an outbreak, but it's probably playing it safe too.
Secure.
Because of
blue.
how quickly it escalates.
Yeah, I don't want
is
none
the
of that.
issue.
Like, yeah.
And like we've only had one of these, right?
Yeah.
So this one is still in the deck in the top sort of 10 or so.
Wait, I can fly there by myself, straight there.
Oh yeah, that's.
Oh, you got the airlift.
And then you can build a research station there next, which will be really good. So let's do
You
that.
bang.
That's instant. Piss that off.
Yep.
1, 2. Get
Yeah.
rid of a cube,
Oh, it doesn't matter, but it's here.
No.
and then 1,
One.
2 get rid of a cube,
2, 3.
and then you
Oh
got
no, that's not a turn.
yeah. So
So
that's
1,
1, 2,
2.
and then you can go 3, and then discard and get a research station, which will get
Mm.
mean
More-
I can
more
jump there
moving.
really easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a good idea.
3
And then
and
research discard that Istanbul and put a little ice house there.
Cool.
Oh, that's good.
that was nice.
See, I can see this getting harder, but at the same time, us getting more tools to do it. So, like, being able to choose at the start of the game to have a research station over here already is going to be massive for me.
Research stations. Yeah.
We're not going to get one for a
But now you can also
$100
jump
says
straight
it's how
back to
it
that
is.
Yeah.
research station.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
$100.
No deal.
You can pay $50 if it's helpful.
That's Jordan's thing at the moment. Is it deal? Deal?
Oh, yeah.
Is it a deal? Deal? And then when you say deal, no deal. Because we did that to him a few times to start with.
And Mumbai.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm. Mm.
There's 2 here as well. That's not cool.
This isn't cool either.
No.
We do know Algiers isn't going to come back for a little bit, but we still need to be careful there. Now, I do have a card for Mumbai, so I can fly people there. Cool. So you're done, Stu?
Mm-hmm.
So that's up to Joel.
Mm.
What colour are you, John?
Can I take that?
What?
No, yellow.
You're still both in the same location? No.
You'd have to move to pink, dude.
You could move
Oh.
to me and give me your
But
blue.
that's alright. You
I'll
can
take my
go
yellow.
1,
Move there, take
2,
the card, move
3,
back,
and then
cure.
cure. Four.
Yeah, but what are these two?
I'll get that on
They
my
already
next
come
go
out?
because I can go 1, 2, and
One
then cure
has.
them both.
One has.
Not
Yeah.
Shanghai.
Mm.
That will then get us 1, and then you're 1 off getting a second, and then we just need to worry about
Oh,
the,
so if I go there
red.
for 1,
Oh, you can get the yellow off him.
I've got a yellow as well.
2,
So you go 2, 3.
3.
Yeah, there we go. Now you can kill 1 on your turn, so now we just need to work out
4.
red.
So that goes up there.
Sorry.
That's alright.
Oh
Because
yeah, we're not
technically
far off
we only
eradicating
need to
either.
cure. We don't need
Yes,
to
we
eradicate.
don't need to eradicate. That's right.
But all I've got to do now, because all I've got to do is be in this place. If I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, bang,
Mm.
the game, it's eradicated.
And then
Yeah.
you get to name it.
Dickiness.
What is this up here?
Because it's,
We
We
just
just
cured
cured it.
so now anyone can use
Oh,
one.
you cured. Oh.
So now with one action, anyone
That
can
was your
remove
4?
every cube
So you got 2
Yeah.
more.
from
Place
the
they're in.
place they're in.
Double pandemic.
Yeah. Couple blues, Milan. And
What do you want? You don't want Shanghai, do you?
I don't really mind.
We don't really want to, no.
Is it Shanghai?
Yeah.
And Hong Kong.
Alright, so let's do the first one first. So
Okay.
Shanghai,
1, 2, 3.
we need a sticker.
No,
Four.
it's not. 1, 2, 3. No, it's more than that. 4, 5.
Two, 3,
Yeah.
4, and then this also outbreaks. So you got a sticker on that. So this outbreaks 1 down the bottom here. We don't go back that way, so we go
There.
there
That's it.
and across the border.
Was there another outbreak?
So we need a
Yep.
2 on here.
So that's 2 outbreaks?
Yeah, that's only 2.
So we're on 3 outbreaks.
So no, 2.
There was
One,
two
three,
just
'cause
then.
we
wasn't
had
there? 'Cause
one.
we already had one.
I do it.
We had
Yep.
1 and that's 2 more, yeah.
Take time.
Thanks for nothing, Joel.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben, you're up.
Oh, we didn't do Hong Kong, Hong Kong, was it?
Hang Kong.
That was the Hong Kong.
Yeah. No, we're good. We do need to get rid of some red cubes. Or
Yes.
Well,
That's all right. If
Yeah,
I
just
get a
for
turn again, I'll.
It's funny
remove
that
a
that's
shit
not the one that we.
What are you, Brown?
Yes,
You need to fly to Hong Kong.
I can do that. I can fly others to Hong Kong too.
You need to fly Joe to Hong Kong.
ton. Oh no! If you fly me,
no, but you
Yeah.
can't because you haven't got the card.
oh you don't.
No,
But you can fly to Hong Kong and you
That gives
can
you
cure
one
Hong
less.
Kong and that other one.
1, 2, and then I can move.
So I'll fly
Actually, what?
Joe
The Honkers and you to
to
Honkers.
Hong Kong. I'll fly me to Hong Kong.
No, you cure Hong Kong.
I'll cure-
One. You take
Change.
one.
Do we
Yeah.
just what? Hang what?
They're both in there.
You guys are
And
eight.
Tokyo.
Yeah, but Seoul isn't. So Seoul's the only one we're concerned about, which we haven't seen
Where's that?
in here somewhere.
No,
Oh,
that's
as in on the board.
that's
Yeah,
a 3.
at the top.
Cheers, Hope.
I can't do anything about that.
We'll just cure Hong Kong.
I can cure 1 there and then maybe give him the card, so he's then got 3.
Sure,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but
So-
I'll need 5. I want to add some stuff. but
Yeah,
something else.
so there's 2 others on the board.
Yeah.
Yep, do it.
I'll go, yeah, so just remove 1 cube and then give Joe the card.
Okie dokie.
Cool.
4 actions. I will.
Isn't it only 3? You flew there, cured, gave him the card.
Flew him there. He moved.
Oh.
Cured and gave the card.
And cure those. Los Angeles.
Angeles. We know Seoul's not coming up for a bit.
Ta-ra.
Terran. Right, my move. 1, 2. Do you want to
What?
cure Tokyo
No,
or
we do.
Shanghai?
Isn't that 3? Is it 3 or 2?
3.
And where you are?
Should I do Shanghai or Tokyo?
No,
Tokyo has.
you can only do Shanghai because you can't.
Yeah, unless he
Yeah, so
moves.
twice.
Unless he moves.
Yeah, but I can move and cure it.
Oh.
It's just a matter of which of the 3s. Tokyo's
Do we want a
connected
research
to more
station?
2s.
Hey, did you know I spent 4?
No.
Move
Moved
for 1.
and then cured.
1.
2.
Because I cure all for 1.
Ah, yeah.
So I can now remove all 3. Tokyo's
you-
got a 2 next to it,
One.
whereas
2.
Shanghai's got only 1s around it.
Well, Shanghai's got.
No direct flights in or out. Existing research stations destroyed. No new research station can be built on this one, but we could build one here. However, the 1 means that it could be destroyed.
No, it's only 3 away from there. You could even just go, if you were there, 1, 2, 3, and cure anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it's 3 from here as well, from this one.
Yeah, cool.
It's not worth it.
Alright, cool. So cure there and then
Or do I
Move
cure
over?
Tokyo, because Tokyo's next to a 2, which gives it the
It is on a
ability to
2,
make it
yeah.
another 3. So I think I'll do that. So 3, 4. Yeah. And then next move I can get rid of Shanghai on my thingy and then fuck some shit up elsewhere.
cool. And we want to try and get 2 more reds to you, and you're about to cure blue. So that's good. So 2 more of these. Or go reds.
No, thank you.
Go red. And two of these.
No, thank you.
Sydney.
Why did you ask for red?
Milan.
Red. No, Milan.
Milan.
Yeah, see? Why didn't we talk about Milan?
Finally. Keeps coming up.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's coming up.
Stu.
What will I do?
Pass. All right. Draw two cards.
Yeah.
Cure.
Nice.
One. Should I take one of those? Oh, no, I can't.
You got to take two actions. So you can move there and then take one.
No, okay.
You can.
That
That was one action.
Yeah, 2, 3.
You can move straight there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should do
Yeah, I think that's probably wise.
Takes two.
that. For some reason, I didn't say that one.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool. So almost a pass.
I mean, that bottom card.
Don't fuck us, Stu.
Green, is that good?
Frick that card. Hey, it goes in the deck.
Yeah, good.
One quiet night. Oh,
Skip the next Infect City step.
it's almost worth.
Ooh.
It's almost worth doing so you can get ahead of it.
I kind of feel like it's probably better once we've had another epidemic and all these are
And
back
we
in
know
again.
what it is.
Because we're kind of getting to the point where we're close to finishing the ones that we were on and we're about to hit new ones,
Yeah, what's that? And then, yeah.
which don't
But
matter.
it's also that giving yourself a bit of a head start while things are quiet, you know, as well. So, but, anyway.
Ho Chi
Actually, we're
Minh.
not
Do
doing
it
it.
now.
No, we don't need to do it now.
Well, I was going, but you know.
When?
Ho Chi Minh. Yeah.
Poachers.
So we're into the new ones
You can
now.
use it any time, though.
No, we're not.
Except for now.
Atlanta.
No?
No.
Oh, we must have cured through here, right. That's alright though, we're hitting ones that we've already
that's good.
done. That's already in there.
Yeah, that's already in there.
What
Sydney.
about the one?
She's already in there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So we have a
Alright.
little bit of time. So Joel. Joe boy. Give your card to
Or take my 3 cards. So you,
yeah.
because you've got.
That's
So
3
you've
moves.
got 3 reds.
Mm.
Need to get to him though. Where is he? So you can fly and can't fly San Francisco. It's a pain in the ass that red's the one that we've been out of control, and that's the only one we don't have cured now.
Mm.
So it's, I mean, with you treating it, it's
I could
okay,
just
but
get
it
1, 2,
means
3,
the rest
4,
of us could do the
nice.
same thing you can if we could, if we had it
Oh, and
treated.
then I treat it really easy. I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. And
Yeah.
the next one that's connected to me. Easy.
I do really like that we've all got our own roles we're good at.
Mm.
Colour are you, brown?
Poo.
We win if we cure red.
Yes.
Is that not the incorrect spot? Didn't Stu go down there and do LGs? So that's where white should be. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So Joel, you're actually on a research station, which changes things a bit because you can jump a bit closer to someone if you needed to.
Yeah, I was
I mean, you could
purple
do
then.
you could do Atlanta 1, 2, 3, and whatever, or just depends if you want to go and get cards or whether you want.
Who's
to
brown?
Me.
So you can get to both.
So we win on Joe's turn.
You can get to. We win.
Mm.
How so?
Because
Oh, you can fly it.
if I go to there,
One.
Ben goes 1, 2, gives me his red, and then moves you to there. Then on your turn, you take
Take the
2
2.
reds from me
And cure.
and
Yeah.
cure.
Black cannot be cured.
No.
No,
but-
red.
No, but how does that mean we win the game?
That's
'cause
what
that's
the
objective is,
objective's
to
cure
cure
3.
the 3 that we've
Oh,
got.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
Yeah?
Mm.
So if I go
Yep. You're right.
Sure.
So do I need to?
Well, just remove a cube, remove a couple of cubes, and that's your turn.
Yeah, because I've got. The only thing is this one here, or that one.
Which I can get next turn.
So the only risk we have to those is if one of these is an epidemic.
And then we
We
draw
may get soon,
Sydney and Shanghai
But
out.
they're not gonna.
Yeah.
They're not
but
going
that's
to.
still only 2.
It's only 2, and we've
and
got
we're not going
5
to-
Oh yeah,
left.
so I'm gonna go
We're still
from
gonna
there
do
to there for 1.
and then
Treat for 2. One of
2,
them.
3.
No,
No,
Two each.
one is
2
two.
each. It's black.
2, 3.
2, 3.
Cod
And then I'm gonna fly to New York.
You don't have to have.
I'd rather go to Milan than New York, but yeah, it's just me personally.
Hang on, if I have. No, that's well. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I take those 2 off and put the black back there, we have a better chance of being
That's
able
4.
to cure blue.
Andrew at 4 moves, and now don't focus.
Nice. What's that one?
Look.
Do we want to use our knot? Let's use the
Draw.
quiet
Look
knot.
at the rearranged top 6 cards of this deck and put them back on the top.
Let's do that first. Then we've also got quiet night if we're gonna get fucked by it.
Yeah, because we are at the end of.
Yes.
Do we want to do? Can we do that before you draw your next card?
There's plenty of time, yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Skip the infect.
You mean before we get an epidemic?
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
Don't draw that.
So if this is going to be
Can
an
you play that
epidemic,
immediately?
can you play that now to see what the top?
We can play. It says play.
Oh,
any
it's not
card.
going to matter because if it's an epidemic, they're going to get shuffled back in. So you don't want to play it anyway.
No.
Yep.
Not until.
Oh. And then I can play this one.
You can kill blue.
Yeah,
Again.
and in that case now we don't need to worry about the top 6 because they're not going to be one of these 2.
Quiet night.
Do we don't need to do that?
I
No,
think it's worth
do
it.
it
Do it or
because
not?
we're so close. If we
So
do it,
close, it'll
Yeah,
give
might
us
as
more
well,
breathing
yeah.
space.
and then
It saves us getting more cubes to do.
in this turn, if I get an epidemic, we play that before we do the infect, and we can choose the top 2 or 3 because there's going to be infect
Well,
3 next.
When that one when we draw the bottom one,
Yeah.
and then
That's all right. We won't.
we shuffle
yeah.
them.
Hopefully, we won't have to.
Yeah. So it's
Well, we're getting close.
you got to do those.
Yeah, we got this.
No,
we got
we
till
just did
2.
quite nice.
Oh yeah, cool. Right. So
So
my go.
that's me done.
Cool. So I will go 1, 2.
Yep. And then you're going to give me red.
Give you that.
Or you're going to.
If you have, I have. I don't need. Can I move you?
A player who
Providing you
shares
don't touch
knowledge
me
with you
inappropriately,
on
I
their
will
turn
allow
can take any
Can
one of
you show me
yours.
how it's
Around the
done?
head
Just
area.
neck up.
Hey, wait.
Okay.
You may give any one of your city cards when you share knowledge. It need not match your city. A player who shares knowledge with you on their turn can take any one of your city cards.
So it's either way.
No,
Oh, you can
No.
do both.
So no.
you can't
So
give me.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait another rotation potentially till your turn.
so share knowledge. Either give the card that matches the city you are in to another player.
A player who shares knowledge with you
Mm.
on their turn can take any one of your city cards.
Or
So I could
a
take
card from
either
another
way.
player.
I
So
could
we
take 2 of
can't-
your cards, and then
What
I could
it's saying is
fix
we
these
can't
ones
give
on my
him
go.
any card.
No, it's all right because he's got 2 reds. I've got 3.
He's now only got 2 reds because we're doing
No.
something we don't think we're allowed to do.
Yeah, I can't take his red card.
Oh, right.
Because when I share knowledge, I can either give the card that matches the city I'm on to another player, or take that card from him, right? And his thing is saying when another player shares knowledge with him, I can take any card from him, but I can't give him any card.
So you have to have a card that's in a city to give
Right,
him, and then
so-
you get some back.
So you were here and I was here, right?
Hang on.
Yes?
What are you on? Is that type A? Where's type
It's
A?
all right. We
So
can.
hold on.
No, because if you can move me to type A, you can give me all your cards, then you can move me to the research station. So you go
Yes,
1, meet
yes,
me there, you give me
yes.
the Taipei.
1, 2,
Card, and then move me to the resource.
3, 4. Yes.
Fucking yeah. And then,
Now we're going to do these. Santiago,
Wales, Virginia.
Moscow, Istanbul, and Santiago.
Wales, Virginia.
Alright.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Down here.
Okay.
Now it's your go.
Now,
Win.
Now you can take any card from him without
Can I
bidding on that
take?
spot. Yes.
I can take.
Yes.
Not give.
You can give him the card that you're on the city you're on, or take the card of the city you're on, and his ability says when we give
Oh, that's the end of your turn.
The red card, please. That's 1.
Yes.
2 is
Sure.
a
Done.
Wait. Hang on.
It's done.
3.
We win.
Wait.
No,
We need to kill blue.
we did already.
You mean eradicate. We've already cured it.
No. We need to get rid of it.
Why?
Because then we get to name
It's probably going to end up with a name anyway.
No,
Actually.
this is a variation. We still can give it a name.
it. No, the blue.
The
Oh, we can't do it because of that over there.
Don't worry about
Yay!
Win. Rivet.
it. Win bonus.
Sweet.
Oh
Do
yeah.
we want a little scratchy?
Easier. Let me know.
Key.
That's not
Teeth.
working.
Yep. House.
Do it on the square.
On the board.
No, it's not.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know.
It's actually really tough. It's not like a scratchy one. Return into this
Let's just.
Wow.
Let's
cube.
What about it? Tarzo. That's right.
Tarzo. I didn't know you were using skill.
Oh, yeah, there.
We won! Yay!
so we need that
Game over.
deck back too.
No, we
Set
ripped that
fire
whole
to
deck
board
up,
game. Scratch this bonus off if you win a game in January. For any game played in February after setup and before the first turn begins, remove 1 disease cube from the board and return it to the supply. Destroy this card at the end of February.
Cool.
Take that.
So cool. So we'll put that on the top there. Because this is draw this card
Yep.
just before we start. So put that there to remind us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we won't draw the next set. Yep.
No.
Cool.
Well, it's before you set up. When
So
Yeah.
do we-
So those two need to
What
go
happens
into
if
the
it's-
done.
Done.
Um,
Done.
We've completed it. So
Just get torn up, or-
I don't know.
Objectives.
Let's go to end of game.
We did that. This must always be one of the objectives you win to complete the game.
Mhm.
So that stays forever.
Yeah. So it just stays there.
Where does it go?
Well, just
it'll
put it on.
go- Put into a pile
the
of the
back,
other
it's
cards that
on
we
the board.
use all the time.
I'll just keep it here forever. Till the next game.
Cool. So if we win the game, you get the win bonus for the next month. This is described on cards in the Legacy deck. You start your next game at the beginning of the next month. Your funding level is cut by 2, minimum of 0, as you clearly have a situation in hand. Record your new funding level. So we've just gone back to funding level 4. If you lose the game, we didn't. In either case, choose 2 upgrades. Clear the board of all game pieces. Discard all city cards. These are reset at the start of the next game. Do not put any legacy cards back in the legacy deck, even if playing the same month. Just continue where you left off in the legacy deck. If playing the same month again, your mission briefing and objectives are the same. Set up future games as described in setup. You got your game and upgrades. So we get another
well,
2 game end
yeah,
upgrades that we can pick, which we
Yeah.
probably should pick now before we start the next
Yeah,
round.
well, it's
otherwise
stickers, so we'll do that and we'll forget.
Otherwise we'll forget. Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with
Starting research station.
research station here.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we want another one, or do we want to pick another player upgrade or something?
The player upgrades did us pretty well. We got one that helps the researcher even more.
So
Where does this go?
Drop
Just
down
above that?
scar.
Are you ready?
See how it's
Starting
on the
research.
other one?
it needs to go similar to that, so not on top of the.
Hang on.
We'll put it next one.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hey. This is an upgrade for the scientist. For an action, discard a card and draw a card of the same colour from the player. Oh, hang on. Of the same
From the
colour
player,
you
discard.
No, that's the same colour as the one you've discarded. That's not
Yeah.
as good. I thought it was.
Well, it means that you can go through the discard pile, find a card you really need to be able to travel there, or
no, that's
yeah,
not.
that's
I-
not,
what I
not as
thought-
good
Well, we thought the first one was alright last time.
for
It's like
yours, but yeah.
Okay, increase your handling of one card. Yeah. Grizzle, do not gain a scar. Yeah, I don't think.
Wait,
any are particularly
hang on.
good.
So we didn't eradicate a disease.
You eradicated, and we didn't eradicate. Yeah.
So if you eradicate, you get.
You can
Use
put
pick
one of
one.
those and put it on a disease
Oh, we
to
didn't
make it
do
easier.
that. So.
And what else? And unfunded events.
Yeah.
We do those.
So we could do
Let's
one
do
of
one of
those
those.
onto a card. We'd need to pick a city.
What's a shitty city? That
Well, we could do that, or we could put like a. But that's not. It's pretty close.
Well,
remove one disease
One,
cube
two.
anywhere on the board. Look at
3,
it.
4, 5.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's 5 away.
And so
Well,
that's closer. That's like 1, 2, 3, and this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No.
for what? For Sydney,
4, 5.
To get over
yeah.
into this area,
Yeah, but
like that's a
you've
bit
got
closer.
Atlanta 1, 2, 3, and you're into.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
Yeah, but you're
Oh.
only up here though.
within 4.
So to then
That's
get down
pretty
here.
Look, I would go there because that's such a good spot. That's like.
Oh, we're already
Yeah,
done
no,
that.
we're saying-
That's
we're
our
saying
first
whether
one.
we
That's
do
the
two.
other one.
Oh,
Do we want another
Do
one?
we
there?
do a second one?
I
Yeah.
reckon the next game we win, we can aim at getting a better spot for that research station. Ideally, we want that research station like here in Hong Kong or in Shanghai.
Yeah,
Hong Kong's the best spot. for
Hong
it.
Kong would be awesome.
I reckon if we can get one of these, this might give us an extra.
Well,
Is there anyone watching?
Ben said that he was having buffering issues, but
All right.
So what do we want as our next?
What do you reckon, Joel? Do you want a research station or an unfunded event?
we got a research station.
Yeah.
We've got one. Yeah.
Yeah, we
but
got
do we
one.
want
thing,
another
do
one
we
there,
want
or
one?
do we want one on one
Can
of the
you only
cards?
build one K at a time? Pretty sure.
You can do the upgrades. You can choose the same upgrade twice. So you can do a starting research station.
It's at the start of the next game. I
Yeah.
think.
As the game end upgrade, select a city with a research station from your just played game and mark it with a starting research station sticker. Players place research stations anywhere there is a starting research station sticker during the game setup. As a game end upgrade, select a city
In each city.
A city.
as a game upgrade.
Yeah.
Which we do.
But it's saying, but we
So,
get 2 upgrades.
In the setup, place a research station in each city with a starting research station sticker. You begin the game with one in Atlanta. In future games, there may be other pieces you place.
What are the character upgrades?
Grizzle, do not gain a scar if you're in a city that outbreaks. For an action, you can discard a card and draw this card of the same colour from the player discard pile. Forecaster, at the start of your turn, look at the top 2 infection cards. That
That
would
might be
be
handy.
useful. It's only 1 turn
At
out
the
of
start
4.
of your turn. Yeah.
Archive access, increase your hand limit by 1 card. But the one thing it would do, for say someone like you who's a dispatcher, it means at the start of your turn, when you've got the skill to send people places.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, no, because it doesn't help you.
No, but then
When you
he's.
send them,
it's
you
his
can't
turn.
treat them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What do we do with these? Do these just go?
They're in the so there should be 2 spots in the box for the legacy deck. One is for the used cards and one is for the
Yeah, I mean, the other one is the unfunded events, but out of all those cards, you're just adding 1 more. So you
Yeah.
have whatever.
you're only adding one more
Permanently,
special
though.
permanent event.
which isn't bad, but it might not come up in several games in a row. And then
No. You probably use it in, like, if you were going to do that, you do it on a city that has a research station. So I'd be probably picking something like Atlanta first.
why?
Because you can't use it to build a research station, and you can already fly to there from other places on the board. So you wouldn't want to use the card for anything else other than curing a disease.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because when you do this, you have to choose whether to either use it as an event or as the city. So you don't want to be using it on a city that you actually want to use for curing a disease or for actually flying around.
Yeah.
Because I think we found some decent uses for sort of using cards to fly around to in that
Yeah.
game.
Well,
So if you were going to go one, you'd go like Atlanta or something.
Check me out.
the second research station might
You
be
can't.
terrible.
Yeah, I don't know whether. I mean, that forecast one's probably the best character upgrade there.
Yeah.
But who do we put that on? You can give
Whoever's
cards
before
to
you,
people.
we're
It's
sitting this
probably,
last
unless we give it to the person who can treat stuff, because then he can go and try and
try to
get
get
there
there.
to treat.
Oh yeah.
So it gives you information about whether you need to care about certain
Something
places.
that you can get to.
Yeah.
Like if you've got a choice between two spots that you need to, like when we're up here, you've got two red ones you have to worry about. You can look at the top two cards of the deck and see which one's going to
I
come.
wonder, even with the lesser odds of drawing them, but actually having something that you can pull out when you need it at a rainy day and remove, say, one cube from anywhere. Whether that's
That one is that one cube is good.
And we've got 2 player upgrades out there. We've got one research station.
Let's
so we
put it
just
on
get
this
those out.
card.
Still reckon you want to go like Atlanta as your first one, because there's always a research station there, so you can always travel there easily. Whereas if you want to use the card for travelling,
Do you have to
or
use
curing,
the card?
You have to choose whether you use
you have
Until-
to choose
Until
until we get another.
that like it's
Yeah, but it's also got no.
your lights on. On Atlanta. Yeah.
Now we can tell where Atlanta is too.
that card has to come out though.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing is you have to.
But we can see where it is. Like it's right there.
It's a thick one.
I like that. It's right there.
But it's there.
Yeah.
It's there somewhere. It's just there.
Well,
If you can get it.
No,
might as
you're in the
well,
wrong deck.
might as well end it there, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks
We
for
won.
watching,
We won.
everyone.
Thank you.
Second attempt.
And join us next month for Pandemic Legacy.
Yes, Ben, join us next month.